All right, all right. Are we live? Hello, can anybody hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right, if you guys can hear me, let me know in the comments. We're trying to get this thing off the ground. Oh man, this is fun. Steven, I think we're live, man, but I'm not sure if anybody can hear me here.
Yeah, it says on air, so
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and chat somebody. It should be good, though.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing this thing. Okay, I think we're on air. Hello,
Yeah,
everybody.
it's about a 2-minute delay on the site, so.
Oh, is that okay? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey guys, what's up? I am sorry for the 17-minute delay here. This is crazy, man. We've been trying to open this baby up for like the last 18 minutes here. Had some issues. Can you guys, if you guys can hear me, if you guys can see me, go ahead and type in the comments real quick.
Oh man, this is
Yeah.
fun.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So what we need to do is if you guys can let everybody know to refresh their screen, to refresh their page real quick, and
This is fun.
and hit the play button on the video so we can all get started with this thing. Very excited to have you guys here, man. We got a ton of people on here, 3,800 people and counting. I'm not sure if we're gonna hit probably gonna hit 4,000 or 5,000 people by the time this thing is over. But welcome everybody. My name is Vick Strizheus. I am very, very excited to see you guys here. This is a special Google Hangout, and I've never really done these things before. I have never did a Google Hangout before, but I guess there's a first time for everything, right? So one of the reasons that this thing is getting delayed like crazy is because of the number of people on here. Kind of like, you know, I was using a webinar room, and I was actually thinking about using a webinar room, and we used Adobe Connect, which is a powerful server. But the problem is we always crash their servers, which is pretty ridiculous. And so we thought we'd try out this Google Hangout thing, which should be cool. Okay, guys. So welcome everybody again. If you guys can go ahead and let everybody know again one last time to refresh their screen, to refresh their page, and hit the play button on the video so that everybody can see me. We will be go ahead and getting started. The topic for tonight, my friends, the topic for tonight, and you know what I wanted to do is I wanted to, instead of just having a Google Hangout to where we just talk about nothing, you know, for an hour or 2 hours or however long this thing is going to take. I kind of sat down and I thought, you know, what can we do for you guys, for those of you guys who are trying to make money in this industry, for those of you guys who have tried to, you know, maybe you tried other things before, maybe you have tried to make money online before, maybe you have tried, you know, different businesses before, offline or online, regardless of the situation. And maybe you have succeeded before, maybe you have not succeeded before, regardless of your situation is, you know, what can we do to help you get to that next level, right? What can I do to help you guys get to the next level? So I hope that, you know, a lot of you guys already know who I am. I'm getting a terrible echo, so some of you guys maybe need to mute your thing. Everybody on the panel, if you guys can go ahead and mute yourself out real quick. Just mute your microphone out for the time being until you're being told. Yeah, it's in the top right. Cool, thanks. But regardless of you guys' situation, right? So whatever your thing is, you know, if you tried to make money online before or not, what can we do, right? What can we do to help you break through to that next level? What can we do to help you succeed in this industry? Because my friends, let me tell you something. And that is this. It doesn't matter, and I say this all the time, folks, it doesn't matter what your situation is, it doesn't matter what you're going through in life right now, it doesn't matter if you tried 500 things before. Seriously, it doesn't matter if you tried, you know, a business opportunity or you tried to make money online before as an affiliate marketer. It doesn't matter if you have, you know, if you tried to promote your own product or maybe you're just getting started in this game. Let me tell you something, my friends. You have greatness inside of you. Okay, you have a potential to make to whatever that dream lifestyle, whatever that goal of yours is, whatever that thing was that made you start this journey, right? Whatever that thing was, let me tell you, friends, you can do that. Okay, now I'm not here to pump you up. I'm not here to talk about something just theory. I'm not here to talk about some things just to make you feel good, and then just tell you, okay, go out there and start making money, right? What I want to do, guys, is I want to give you a lot of value tonight. Okay, one thing I'm going to promise you on tonight's webcast, on tonight's hangout, is that if you listen, if you pay attention to what we're going to be discussing tonight on this panel, okay, with everybody who is on here, I'm going to introduce our guest here in a minute. But friends, hear me out. You may be sitting in front of the computer like that, right, with your arms crossed, and maybe maybe you think to yourself, well, let's see what this guy's going to tell us tonight, right? Or maybe you are someone who is just, maybe you had nothing better to do, and you just want to kind of, kill your time a little bit here. I want you guys to do yourself a favor. Okay, if you're on here, there is a reason for you to be here. I don't believe in accidents. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that there is a reason for everything in life, right? There is a purpose, and there is a reason for you to be here. I don't know how you got here. I don't know who invited you here, but there is a reason for you to be here, okay? And so I can promise you one thing. If you pay attention, if you listen closely, all right, if you take notes, and if you act on the ideas we're going to be discussing tonight, my friends, okay, regardless if you decide to work with us or not, that's not the intention, all right? The intention here is to give you... Did I just get kicked off?
You're good.
You're still good, Vic.
I don't see myself, man. All right, this is some weird stuff here. Hold on one sec. I don't see. I'm getting okay. Cool. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just getting. I mean, this is just. I guess we're putting tremendous pressure on Google or something. But this thing is just. I'm getting all kinds of error messages from Google popping up on my screen, and just kind of messed me up a little bit. But my friends, here is the deal, okay? Please pay attention for your sake, all right? We're going to be discussing how to create total freedom and abundance in your life starting right away, okay? So let me tell you very, very briefly, what I like to teach. See, I cannot tell you guys, I can't teach you how to make $1 million a month yet. Okay, I can teach you how to make $1 million a year. I can do that because I'm at that level. But I cannot teach you something I have not done for myself. I cannot teach you something that I read about, right? Because I don't believe in that stuff. I believe in teaching from your experience. I believe in teaching from what you have gone through, right? And so that's the intention for tonight's hangout. Is I want to give you guys so much in value. I want to give you guys so much. So many golden nuggets, I like to call them, right? So many golden nuggets that if you apply half of them, my friends, you should be able to break through in your business to the levels that most people are going to think that this is just unbelievable, ridiculously crazy, because you can, right? My friends, here's the deal. I started in this industry, okay? I started in this industry 8 years ago, and I started out working at a banking industry before that. Okay, my background was I did not have any marketing experience at all. I did not have any business skills, any people's skills, any influence skills at all, like zero. Okay, nothing. I was a banker. I was actually working at the collections department at a bank, calling people up on the phone, all day long. That's what I was doing, calling people up and saying, people who didn't pay their credit card bills, and I would collect money. Okay, that's what I was doing ever since I was in high school. And so I got started in this industry because I had a dream, okay? Just kind of like a lot of you guys have a dream right now, okay? My dream was to create myself and my family a lifestyle that, we really want. I wanted to provide, as a man of the house, I wanted to provide, the best for my family, the best for my wife. And I was looking at all these guys who were, making money online, and the screenshots and the videos and the internet marketers lifestyle that we see a lot of people portray, right? And I was looking at that, and I'm like, man, how awesome would it be to have that lifestyle? And here I am working at at this bank, and I'm earning like $300 a week in paycheck, maybe $350 a week, if I got lucky and got a bonus or something like that. But and we lived in an apartment, one-bedroom apartment, and every single dollar that I earned, it went back to pay for the bills and pay for the to put food on the table for myself and my family. And I had a dream. You know, I wanted to work online. I wanted to work from home. I wanted to be around my wife. I wanted to be around my kids. You know, I thought when we have kids, I wanted to be around them as much as possible. We did not want somebody else to raise our children. That was my goal. That was my motivation. That was my big dream. And my thing was, folks, when I was just getting started, when I was just looking into this thing, I thought to myself, well, if I can make enough money to pay our bills, to buy nicer clothes, if my initial immediate goal was to get myself to $5,000 per month in income. I thought to myself, if I can get to $5,000 per month in income, we would have a lot of things taken care of in life, and a lot of things are been taken care of. And the thing is, people come to me all the time, and they're like, usually people who are broke, people who are struggling, and people who don't believe that they can make it, but yet they're still trying. This is something interesting I found out. People say that, Vic, money is not everything, and you know what? This is 100% true. Some things in life that we get for free, okay? You cannot put a price tag on that. I mean, how much would you pay for your eyes, for you to be able to see the world? You know what I mean? I mean, that some things in life that money just cannot buy, no matter how much you make or whatever, right? I mean, some things like having a great relationship with your spouse, with your husband, with your family, with your kids. It's having friendships. I mean, some things in life that money just cannot buy. But let me tell you something, my friend. If you're listening, if you're on here tonight, let me tell you something. If you have money freedom, if you don't have to worry about money, there is a whole lot of things that you can buy that will make you happier. Okay, that will make you happier. And so my thing was, I thought, if I could get to $5,000 per month income, that would be awesome. And I got started. I was looking at different opportunities. To make a long story short, friends, I got started in a business opportunity world, in a biz up world. That was 8 years ago. And when I got started, guys, I actually had to borrow $30,000. I'm not going to go into that story a lot because I know a lot of you guys have heard that story. I actually had to borrow $30,000 to get started. Borrowed it from a friend of mine who borrowed it against his loan at a bank. So, but I had to find a way. I got so fired up about this industry. I did not want to do anything else. I thought to myself, if I can get my foot in the door, if I can at least get started with something out there, I'm going to find a way to make this work. And my thing, I'm big about not having a plan in your life. So some of you guys are listening to me tonight. Guys, I want you to start believing that what you want is actually possible. I want you to start believing in yourself. When I got started in this industry, man, I was failing for the first probably good year and a half or so. I was failing miserably because I was listening to people who were pretending to be making money online, people who were posting their fake screenshots, and that's what we see a lot that's going on in this industry. People posting screenshots, how much money they're making. But the truth of the matter with a lot of them, so-called gurus out there, right? The truth of the matter is they're broke. They're broke. I did not know this at the time, and I was following them, and I was doing what they were telling me to do, but I did not have any results. As a matter of fact, in between about 60 and 90 days of my journey into this online venture, I invested $20,000 or about $20,000 on marketing, just buying different advertisement, campaigns, setting up campaigns and stuff like that, I just blew through $20,000 of the borrowed 30 that I had, and did not make a dime back. Did not make a single sign up. Did not make a single sale with what I was doing. And I was promoting a business opportunity at that time, which for every sale I'd make, I would make like at least $1,000 up to $2,000 per sale, depending on what level, what product and what package they bought and stuff like that. So my looking back right now, and what I want to talk to you guys tonight is that I know that some of you guys are going through through the period in your life right now that you are it's called a grind, right? A grind. You guys are grinding. You guys are trying. You're trying to make money online. Maybe you're investing money into advertisement. Maybe you guys are doing a bunch of things, right? As far as your actual work that you think that you need to be doing, right, as an internet marketer, that we think that, we need to get as much traffic to our site as possible, and that's true, right? That is true. We need to get that. You need to learn how to advertise your website. You need to learn where to get traffic and stuff like that, which, by the way, we're gonna cover some of those topics as well tonight, okay? Again, my goal is to give you guys so much value here that it's going to be incredible, okay? And not only for myself, but, with all the people on the panel here. But as I'm looking back, what really did it for me, my friends, what really did it for me, and what was my turning point in my business? Because picture this. I mean, put yourself in my position. You borrow $30,000, you invest $20,000, and you blow through $20,000, and you have zero money coming in your business. Not even one sign up. You know what happens a lot of times is we get discouraged, right? A lot of times, if this happened to you, if you invested some money into marketing or whatever, and you don't see results immediately, right? A lot of people get discouraged. And my friends, this is a downward spiral. This is what I see a lot of people are getting kind of trapped into, is they try something, right? It doesn't work. They jump on something else. What I want to do for you guys tonight is I'm going to lay out a blueprint that I think that if you just follow the blueprint I'm gonna lay out for you, right, guys? I'm gonna teach you from my experience. I'm gonna teach you for what did it for me. But not only that, not only this stuff helped me personally, right? This stuff helped literally thousands of people that I have shared it with. Okay, these guys who are on the panel, they'll talk about some of their breakthroughs and what really did it for them, right? But some of these guys are on the panel here. They're just getting started. I mean, Mark Soto, we got Miles, we got the Aki here, we got Paul Olefrenko, we got Paulo Barroso, who's tried to make money, for like 7 or 8 years online. He's gonna tell you his story. We got Steven Monson here. Some of these guys are just getting started online. And friends, okay, friends, listen, the stuff that we're gonna be sharing is the stuff that these guys are applying in their business and in their life, and it's making a huge difference for them as well. Okay, so what are the things that made a difference for me? Well, what really did it for me is I got myself a mentor, and I'm just kind of going to take you back a little bit because I think it's going to be important for you to realize and for you to really understand, to get the full, kind of get all the pieces to the puzzle. And then when you get all the pieces to the puzzle, when you guys can put it together as a big picture, right? When you see this thing as a big picture, I think it's going to make a lot of sense to you, because a lot of times what happens in our industry here is we get one piece here from this marketer, one piece here from this marketer, maybe some one piece from this marketer, 2 pieces here, and we have these different pieces laying around on our table, and we're trying to put together this picture puzzle, right, called business, and we don't have everything in place. We're missing some things, and most of the time what I have found out in this industry is a lot of times we're missing the most important things that are needed for us to succeed in our business. Okay, so let me give you an example. How many of you guys, and you can type this in the comments below, how many of you guys have tried to make money online for at least a year now, and you did everything that you think you needed to do correctly? In other words, you tried to get traffic to your site, to your deal, whatever you're promoting, right? You did what your mentor was telling you to do, right? But yet you're still failing. How many of you guys did that? Okay, you can actually type in the comments, and let me see. I'm actually curious. Because a lot of times we think we're doing what we need to do, but yet we're not seeing the results that we want to see. Okay, I was doing what I needed to do when I got started in this industry, but my results did not show. I got traffic to my site, but my results did not show. I was doing what everybody else in my company was doing, but my results did not show. What was the missing piece there, right? What was the disconnect? So when I got myself, back to my story here real quick. I got to the point where I had to make a decision. Do I pursue my dream or do I go and find myself a job? And we had a good talk with my wife, because my wife was not employed, and I didn't tell you guys, but as soon as I got the $30,000 to start my online business, I quit my job. I retired my wife because I was so certain. I was so fired up that this thing is going to work. I'm like, man, we're going to be rich, man. We're going to be rich. If that guy can do it, if that guy can do it, we're going to be rich. I said, baby, I'm going to retire you. Just stay home. We're going to have kids, take care of the kids. Life is going to be good. We're going to be traveling. We're going to be living this, this awesome lifestyle that we always wanted. But it came to the point, my friends, where $20,000 invested later, and it got to the point where we did not have $1.19 to my name. We did not have $1.19 to my name to go to a Walmart and buy a loaf of bread to feed your family. And I don't know if you have been in that position. I don't know if you have been in the situation to where you literally have no idea what's going to happen to you tomorrow. You have absolutely no idea how you're going to pay for the rent next month. You have absolutely no idea. In fact, you don't have any money, period. You don't have $1 to your name to go buy bread for your family. And I remember my mom actually came to our house and she gave us a gift. It was somebody's birthday, and she came in and she's like, here's $50 for you guys. She did not know that we were struggling. She did not know what was going on in our lives financially, and she gave us $50 to buy whatever we wanted as a gift for the occasion. And that was like a godsend for us. That was like, we can take this money, we can go buy, a bread, we can fill up some gas in the car so we can at least get around, and that got us through for just a little bit. But here is where everything turned around for me, my friends. Okay, when I saw that I was in this position and I had to make a decision between, do I pursue my dream or do I go to find myself a job? And I knew if I go back and I get myself another job to try to get myself out of this hole that I dug for myself, there was no way that I'm gonna pay back the $30,000. So I got to the point to where there was no going back, my friends. There was absolutely no going back. I burnt my bridges and I needed to pursue my dream. And here's what I did. Okay, here's what I did. This time I got really, really serious, because by this time, see, I was listening to people who were pretending, right? I thought they were real, but they were not making money. How did I know? It's a funny story. I was actually following one of the so-called mentors, and then I was talking to another guy, and he's like, I'm like, do you know this guy? And he's like, yeah, man, but he's just getting started in this industry, and he's not making any money yet. How is he teaching you? I'm like, really? So I started to really dig around and really just talk to people, and I started to form to get into different Skype groups and just really talk to people in forums on the internet, and just really my picture started to shift just a little bit, and I started to realize who was real and who was not. Because at the time, for me at the time, I mean, everybody was like, internet marketing god, because if somebody says, well, I'm making $20,000 per month, follow me, I'm going to show you the way, I'm like, I'm in, man, let's do it. What are you doing? So I was buying different courses, different products on how to market. And then I said to myself, Vic, if you want to make money online, you gotta find a person who is genuine in what he is doing, and you gotta do what they do, not necessarily what they say they do, but do what they do. Friends, here's the deal for you. If you are in any, it doesn't matter what company you're in right now. Okay, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Take a look at what 98% of people in your industry are doing. What the 98%ers are doing, okay? And if you do that, you will probably be failing. You will probably be struggling, okay? Now, if you take a look at what the top 2%ers in your company are doing, people who are at the top of the leaderboards, people who are, who are at the top of their game, right? Just take a look at that. Just for yourself. Just do this. Take a look at what they're doing. Okay, not necessarily what they're saying, but what they're actually doing. Okay, take a look at that. What you will find out is that the top 2%ers, and there is no middle class here, guys. It's going to be either you're making money or you're not. Okay, and if you can learn how to make $500 per month, you can learn how to make $5,000 per month, right? And then you can scale it up to $50,000 per month, guys. The scaling process is actually really, really easy. Okay. But it's getting you to that first probably $5,000 per month in income is where you need to learn some things and you need to implement some things in your business, okay? because when you get to $5,000 per month, you can go to $50,000 per month with, I mean, very, very easy. It's going to be 100 times easier for you to go from 5 to 50,000 per month than it is for you to go from 0 to 5,000 per month. Okay, so what I was doing is, it got to the point where I started to model what my mentors were telling me, and I got myself a mentor. We had before we got to the to the dollar in my bank account, or not having a dollar in my bank account. Before we got to that point, I hired a mentor. I still had a few $100 left over from the borrowed money, and I hired myself a mentor, a guy who was earning about $200,000 at the time. And he started to teach me some things, and I started to implement what he was teaching me, and I was looking at what he was doing, and I saw the congruency there with what he was doing and what he was teaching me clicked together. And I was seeing the kind of money he was making, because he was at the top of the company's leaderboards. He was at the top of his game. He was the guru in the marketplace, and he taught me some things. And the first thing he was teaching me, and see, there's going to be a little bit of a lag period, guys. I want you to realize this. Okay, when you start implementing this stuff, your results are not going to be immediate. Okay, your results are not going to be like overnight results. Okay, people look at me right now. They say, Vic, you're #1 income earner with the company you're in. You have this extravagant lifestyle. You're earning a bunch of money and stuff like that. And how lucky are you to be there, right? But see, what they don't see is the last 8 years that I was going through. And so what I'm going to teach you right now, folks, is exactly what did it for me, because I went from not having a dollar to my name, my friends. Okay. Then in a period of about 90 days of me just doing everything I could possibly do, what my mentor was telling me, I would implement it. I would not question a single thing what he was telling me. And I was doing it. I was implementing it. I was doing it. I was implementing it. I was doing a lot of free marketing, which I'm going to teach you how to do tonight. Okay. I was working on myself, which I'm going to teach you how to do and what I did for myself, right? But there was a little bit of a lagging time between, when I started implementing those strategies and when I started to see my results on a massive scale. My friends, 90 days later, okay, hear me out, 90 days later or so, not exactly 90 days to the day, but approximately 90 days later, okay, guys, I had earned $20,000 profit on top of the $30,000 that I had borrowed. Okay, so in other words, I paid back the $30,000 and I earned $20,000 profit on top of that. Guys, 90 days later, that's how quickly, okay, that's how quickly everything can change for you in your business if you implement and if you apply the stuff I'm going to be teaching you tonight. Okay, so this is kind of like a longer introduction to the Hangout, but I want you guys to realize the importance of this. And the reason I'm teaching you all this and telling you all this stuff right now is to make a point. Okay, I don't want you guys to to look at this and think that there is a quick fix. Vic, are you going to give me something that I can implement in my business tomorrow and start seeing results tomorrow? It's possible, but is it gonna, are you gonna make millions of dollars next month, or are you gonna make $100,000 next month? Probably not. Okay, probably not. But my goal here is for you is for me to teach you how to go from 0 to making your first $5,000 per month in income consistently, okay, to where you understand how to do it over and over and over again, okay? Because, guys, that's the same exact process that I went through to get myself from financial hole, not having a dollar in my bank account, okay, to my name, and being able to, to get myself to the point to where I don't have to worry about money at all. Okay, you get to a point to where you don't have to worry about money at all. Then your thinking, your vision, your goals, everything kind of shifts. And then you have your vision kind of expands, because right, I mean, I can tell you right now, guys, right now with what I'm doing with Big Idea Mastermind, which I'm gonna talk to you about as well a little bit later on this call. But guys, I got myself to the point. I was actually testing some things here in the last 5 months with Big Idea Mastermind, and I was testing some strategies that I'm gonna teach you tonight as well. Right, that I think if you implement in anything you're doing online, you can dramatically increase your results. Okay, guys, these strategies have created myself an income of over $350,000, $360,000 per month consistently right now. Okay, so how did I go from being at 0 to earning over $350,000 per month in income. And can I guarantee you're going to do that? I cannot legally guarantee anything, guys. Okay, so income disclaimers here. I'm going to talk to you about the things that I'm doing in my business, the things that have made a big difference for me, and same thing for everybody else on this panel. Okay, guys, there is no income guarantees at all. I don't know if you're going to implement, the strategies we're going to be talking about. Okay, so we're all adult here. I hope that you guys understand that. So the first strategy I'm going to talk to you guys about that my mentor taught me, and that when I implemented, the very first thing before we started talking about marketing, before we started talking about driving traffic or conversions or whatever I was doing in the business at that time, he said, Vic, you don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. Okay, I'm going to repeat that again, guys. If you're taking notes, it might be useful for you to take a note, okay, and write this down. We don't get in life what we want. We want a lot of things. Yeah, we want to make $5,000 per month. We want to make $20,000 per month. We want to make, $100,000 per month plus. We don't get in life what we want. We get in life what we are. What do I mean by that, guys? What I see is that first of all, you're here. Okay, you have a dream. My friends, I hope that your dream is big. Okay, I hope that you have a big dream. I hope that you have a dream that's compelling. I hope that your dream is gigantic. It's enormous. Okay, build yourself. If you don't have a goal that's crystal clear, something that you want to accomplish no matter what, something that you would stay up until 6 o'clock in the morning for, something that you would skip lunches and dinner, if needed. Does that make sense? If you don't have that vision for your life, something that you want to accomplish, and if you don't have it crystallized, my friends, keyword here is crystallized, okay? I want you to start thinking about that. I want you to start thinking about exactly what you want your business to look like, okay? Guys, get a notepad, get a piece of paper, okay? Get a notebook, get something, okay, or on your computer. Do this. My mentor said, Vic, write out exactly how you want your average day to look like. How do you want, like when you wake up in the morning, okay, we all get into this business for a reason, right? But if you could create your average day, if you had the power to do that, how would you want your average day to look like? Literally, if you had the magical powers, or just if you could, create your average day however you want it, what would that look like? Have you ever thought about that? I didn't. I didn't. I was doing all the minutia stuff. I mean, I was trying to market. I was trying to promote. I was looking for different strategies. I was looking for different ways to get traffic to my site, to my business. But he said, Vic, forget about that stuff for a moment. And write out on a piece of paper exactly how you want your average perfect day to look like. What would that look like for you? What kind of stuff do you want in your life? What kind of stuff do you want in your business? Where do you want to go with your wife? Where do you want to eat? How often do you want to go out to eat? Simple stuff like that. And I was looking at him. I'm like, man, that's pretty cool, man. But I gotta market. I gotta market. He said, no, dude, no. Write it out on a paper, okay? Write it out on a paper. Think about this. You guys all familiar with Roger Bannister? Yeah? Roger Bannister, the guy who broke the 4-minute mile. You know how he did it? Yeah? He did it, there was, for thousands of years, nobody could imagine. It was scientifically proven that it was no possible way for anybody to run a 4-minute mile, a mile in like 4 minutes, okay? How did he do it? He did it in his mind first, yeah? He did it in his mind. My friend, we cannot achieve the level of success that we want, and I want you to really, really hear me, because I know this is going to go over a lot of people's heads, and we got 4,000 people on right now. But how he did it is he first did it in his mind. Okay, so if you want to create total freedom and abundance in your life, my friends, we're getting into some really good stuff that I know is gonna absolutely transform your business, my friend. If you do this, okay? If you do this, if you say, Vic, this sounds good, but teach me marketing stuff, I will teach you marketing stuff, but you will probably not see the results that you want anyways, okay? I'm telling you what did it for me, my friends, and I hope that you're going to be smart enough to implement this and just at least write it down, at least consider it, okay? I want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to be, you know, to be earning the kind of money you want to earn online. That's my passion right now. My motivation right now is not the $300,000 per month in income. It's not to make another $1,000. That stuff is good. But when you get to the level to where you don't have to worry about that stuff, when you get to the level to where you know that you can get pretty much anything you want when it comes to, you know, the material stuff, and I don't have to think, you know, I don't have to figure out how do I get that. I just go out there and get it. You know, you get to that point, and trust me, you guys can all be there. Okay, you listening to me tonight, you watching this video tonight, you can get to the point. You can get yourself to the point to where you know, okay, you have zero doubt in your mind that you can create whatever you can imagine in your life. I want you to start believing in yourself. I want you to start believing that it's possible. Okay? But for us to create total freedom and abundance in our life, we want to know exactly what that freedom and abundance looks like. What does it look like for you? One of my other mentors, Bob Proctor, he says, look, we think in pictures. Yeah? We think in pictures. Think about it. Think of your refrigerator. What color is it? White? Black? Gray? Silver? Yeah? What color is it? What color is your car? What kind of car do you have? Is it 4-door, 2-door? Is it 5-door? Is it a minivan? Is it an SUV? Is it a sports car? What, like, see, when we think about that stuff, what happens is we have a picture that all of a sudden we see a picture in our mind, right? When I say creating freedom and abundance in your life, what comes to your mind? Is that like, and see, what for me at that time, it was like, you know, all these foggy images, right? The foggy images. Well, I would like to go there. I'd like to travel. You know, I would imagine the beaches of the world, right? Just kind of the stuff that we usually see, like on the TV or pictures, you know. And I was like, that was kind of the stuff for me. But I never took the time to crystallize exactly the little stuff, the little things. Like when you wake up in the morning, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Seriously, what do you like to do? Like, what is your business consists of, right? What's your role in your business? What do you focus on? What do you like to do? What you don't like to do? Okay, all that stuff. And if you could create your perfect average day, any way you want it, what would it be like from the morning to the time you go to bed at night? And you had to live like that every single day. Okay, take the time to do that. This is the first major breakthrough that really helped me take my life and my business to the next level. Here's what happens when I did that. Yeah, when I did that, all of a sudden, I had a compelling, this gigantic, enormous goal, this dream lifestyle, this vision that I was pulled towards. Make sense? And I would, man, and that thing was my motivation. That thing was my why. You know, that lifestyle for my family, the thing that I wanted to do, you know, for my family and myself, right? That became my compelling vision in my life and in my business. If you don't have a compelling vision for your business, for your life, my friends, you are going to go circles and circles and circles. I'm going to talk to you straight up because I don't, you know, first of all, I don't know who you are. You know, we probably never met. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't, right? But I'm just gonna tell you like it is, my friends, because I am sick and tired of all the, you know, all the rosy paintings that we get, you know, that we see by all these, you know, a lot of gurus out there on the internet. You know, just buy the push button software, just buy this, you're gonna be rich tomorrow, guys. All that stuff is garbage. Okay, well, I don't want to say all that stuff because there are some legitimate stuff in there, but most of that stuff that we see being peddled to us as you know, as marketers on the internet, guys, that is junk. Okay, let me tell you, if you have tried any of that stuff, you know that this is true. Okay, what we need to start is we need to start with ourselves. We need to start with creating yourself a compelling vision. Something happens. Something happens in the universe. Something happens in your thinking. Something happens in your interactions with people. Something happens in your life. Something happens in your circumstances, right, that you cannot explain, that will help you get from point A to point B quicker than anything else, than you know, working a year trying to figure out the next best marketing thing. Okay, I promise you. When I see, for me, it was when I got that, my marketing started to shift. I started to see things that I did not see before. And so here's what I did, okay? I'm going to tell you exactly what I did, guys. First of all, step number one is I created myself a compelling vision, okay? So write out, take a blank piece of paper, sit down, write out exactly what you want your life to look like, okay? Step number two, he said, Vic, your business is going to go to the next level. You will start seeing results when you start doing what other successful people are doing, okay, in your business. Start modeling them. Okay, start modeling them. So, and this is actually, folks, this is actually really, really simple to do. Okay, so here's the deal. When it comes to online marketing, okay, once you have this foundational stuff taken care of, once you know exactly what you want your life to look like, okay, and we're going to come back to that in just, for a couple more minutes, in a minute here. But when it comes to business stuff, okay, what you want to do in your business is you want to right away, okay, right away, as a marketer, as soon as you made a decision to become an online entrepreneur, you are the CEO of your own company. You are the CEO of your own enterprise. I want you to see yourself as the CEO of your own enterprise, okay? Because you are. Because you are. You're not this little guy who's trying to make money online. Hold yourself, speak to others, interact with others, okay? Communicate with others as if you are already earning $1 million or more on the internet. Okay, as if you are already earning the kind of money that you want to earn on the internet. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. What I see a lot of people are doing is they're trying to promote something on the internet. They're starting, whether it's affiliate stuff, whether it's business opportunities, whether it's their own product, right? How you talk to yourself, what you say to yourself, right? How you see yourself as a person is exactly how other people are gonna see you and perceive you. Okay, as an internet marketer. Now, as online marketers, I want you to start seeing yourself, and I want, regardless if you're making money or not, if you just got started yesterday, or maybe you're $50,000 in debt right now, I want you to start holding yourself and acting as if you are the CEO of a multi-million-dollar corporation. Okay, act as if you are the CEO of a multi-million-dollar corporation already. Do you know what they do? Do you know what they do? Jim Rohn says this. Listen, if you work hard on your business or your job, you're going to make a living. Yeah? If you work harder on yourself, you're going to make a fortune. You're going to make a fortune. And I was following that strategy for ever since I discovered it, basically. Guys, marketing is 20%, okay? And developing yourself as a person is 80% as marketers. So let's talk about business. So as marketers, okay, what I see a lot of people are doing, and this is like, when I see this, I just go, man, I wish I could just come up and shake you like that, right, and just make you stop doing it, but I can't. Guys, if you are not seeing the results that you want to see yet, never, never, ever talk about your failures. Never talk about your struggles while you're going through them. Okay? Never, ever, ever, ever talk about your struggles when you're going through your struggles. Don't talk about it. Okay? When you talk about how bad your thing is, when you talk about how you're not seeing the results, when you talk about how you're not seeing the conversions, when you talk about how you're not seeing the sales yet, what you're doing to yourself is you're just slitting your financial throat. You're slitting your business throat. I mean, you're basically suffocating yourself. Is what you're doing. Okay, stop it. If you're doing that, stop it. If I mean, this one thing alone can take your business to the next level if you just take it to heart. Okay. Here's what I would recommend you do as a marketer. Okay, as a marketer, start positioning yourself as a leader in your marketplace, as an expert in your marketplace. There is a reason, okay, there is a reason that experts and celebrities in any space, any niche, okay, are being looked at differently than what everybody else is. So if you want to make the kind of money that 98%ers are making, which is usually not much, okay, probably less than $100 per month is what they're making, then you do what they do. Okay, and they're just grinding. They're seeing themselves as this little guy, this little marketer who's trying to make money online, who's trying different things, and it's not working out, and he's grinding, and life is hard. Start believing that making money online is easy. Okay, start believing that you can become successful, and there is nobody else who's going to pull you down, regardless if you see your results yet or not. Start believing that you can make online money on the internet the easy way. Okay, start believing that. Say it to yourself over and over and over again that you are already earning the kind of money that you want to earn. Okay, my friends, you will start seeing yourself differently. Okay, so one thing that, and I shared this with a lot of people, a lot of times already. So maybe a lot of you guys have already got that. One book was recommended to me. I'm going to give you guys two books tonight. Okay, two books tonight that I want you guys. Well, you don't have to do anything I'm going to tell you. Okay, but I'll just tell you from my experience. One of the books that that I came across that started to shift my thinking when it comes to business and what's possible, the potential, all that good stuff was it's called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Okay. Second book was Psycho-Cybernetics by Max Maltz. Okay. I believe if you just read those books like 3 times each, okay, you will start talking to yourself differently. So anyway, so as a marketer, what you need to do, as a marketer, is what you need to do is you need to start positioning yourself as an expert in your field with the company you're with right now, as soon as possible. Okay, don't wait until you see good results. Start with what you got. Okay, so how do you do that? You do that by building on your small successes or leveraging other people's successes in your company or in your area, in your industry, in whatever you're doing. Okay, so let me give you an example. How do you do that? So if you're seeing a little bit of results, whether it's you're getting a little bit of opt-ins, maybe you're seeing some people starting following you on Facebook. Maybe you implemented a strategy that gets people to follow you on Facebook. Maybe you maybe you did a little advertisement, and you got 10 opt-ins, 20 opt-ins, 50, 100 opt-ins. Okay, celebrate that, and start building on those small successes. Okay. What you can do is, if you are comfortable with doing a video, if you're comfortable with getting yourself on video camera, or maybe doing a screen recording, go ahead and document your small successes and just put it out there. Okay, put it out there as much as possible. Put it on your blog. Share it with other people. Okay, when you do that, you're going to be doing things that 98% of people are not willing to do. Okay, and what you're doing is you will automatically see, people don't know what you don't know. Okay, you may know very little, but others don't know what you don't know, right? So all they know is what you tell them. So when you buy a product, when you go to an event, when you go to a conference, when you go to a Google Hangout, when you get a piece of information that resonates with you as a marketer, as a person, okay, and if you wrote that down, go ahead and share it with other people as well. Okay, just pass it on to your subscribers, pass it on to your followers, pass it on to your put it on your Facebook wall or whatever. Okay, just one thing. Then when you get another thing, do that. Okay, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be starting to create a little bit of a community around your name. Okay, a little bit of a community around your name. All this time, as you're doing this, as you're trying to build your business, okay, we're going to talk about marketing just a little bit here, but as you're building your business, okay, you never stop improving yourself. Okay, you never stop working on yourself. You never stop reading. You never stop listening, and you never stop stretching your vision. One thing that I have found for myself, folks, is if you're taking advice from people who have, let's say, if you want to, if your dream is to make $10,000 per month, okay, or $20,000 per month, which in my opinion, I think, if you're not shooting for at least that much in this industry, then I mean there is no reason. I mean, because we're talking about, like with Big Idea Mastermind, we're talking about earning $10,000 per month and $20,000-$30,000 per month, like it's nothing, But what we, and when you're in that environment for long enough, you start thinking that $20,000, $30,000 is normal, is natural, is where you need to be at, right? And so we get we kind of disconnect from the reality sometimes, and we're like, when I start talking about the income and potentials and what our members are earning and all that good stuff, I mean, sometimes we don't even realize that I used to work for a banking industry, and I would earn like $20,000, $25,000, $22,000 or whatever that was in a year, right? And right now, we can do that in like a day, and like consistently on a daily basis. We get disconnected from reality, and a lot of times we got to be kind of a little bit careful with that. But that's what happens when you surround yourself with people who have more than what you have right now, right? People who are at the level where you want to be at. Okay. Another biggest distinction for me was, surrounding myself and associating myself and learning from people who are way above what my current situation is, or what my current goal is. Okay. So I learned this from from a very, very smart man, and he said this. It may sound a little bit harsh, but this is totally, this is true. This is reality, right? He says this. He says, never take advice from anybody else who is more messed up than you are. And then I thought to myself, well, never take advice from anybody who is more messed up than you are. And so that's kind of another thing that I started to implement in my business and in my life, really. I mean, if somebody is trying to teach you how to have better relationship, but their relationship sucks, right? I mean, there's something going on there. I mean, there's disconnect. If somebody's going to try to teach you how to make money, but they're not doing it for themselves, there is something going on, right? And so you want to surround yourself. You want to hang around people who are just way more successful than you are currently, okay? And then your vision becomes bigger. Then your thinking expands, and you don't realize when you do this. When you start doing this kind of stuff, you don't realize how everything else starts falling in place for you. Okay, starts falling in place for you, and I can't explain it, but it's true. Okay, so what happens was I started out with that company. I started to build on very small successes. I would get 20 opt-ins, and I would send out an email to my 20 opt-ins. I said, hey guys, I just got 20 opt-ins. Very, very easy. Here's how I did it. Okay, I'm going to show you. I would either record a video and just show them exactly what I did to get those 20 opt-ins, where I would place my ad, right? I would say, I just went here, I just bought this solo ad, or I placed my, 3 ads on Craigslist, and then this is how I got my 20 opt-ins. And I would just share with them exactly what I was doing, and they would start listening to me, right? So then I would do another ad, and I would get 20 more opt-ins or 100 more opt-ins. I would do the same process. I would build on small successes, and then I got a couple sales, and I would document that, right? And I would send out the video to them, and I would say, hey, come to this webinar or come to this teleconference call, and I'm going to teach you exactly how I did what I did. And I started to build on that, and so at the time I was doing teleconferences, and we would get 15, 20 people in the beginning. And then it grew to like 50 people, and then 100 people, and 300 people. And then somebody said, Vic, you're getting like 300 people on a conference call on a weekly basis. Why not, create yourself a little continuity program and charge people and show them what you do, right? So I did that, and I started to charge people like $67 per month to teach them what I was doing. Basically, just kind of passing on the information. So all of a sudden, I created myself like $20,000 per month income, or something like that. 300 people paying $67 per month. So then it kind of evolved from there, and I started to promote, affiliate products and affiliate programs, and started to really understand this whole traffic generation game. And all this time, mind you, I'm building myself. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly expanding my vision. I'm learning from people who are way more successful than I am. Okay. I do marketing about 20% of the time, and 80% of the time I read. Okay, 80% of the time I listen to inspirational videos. I watch inspirational videos. I listen to inspirational stories. I listen to people who have done what I wanted to do, and people who have overcome the obstacles that I was going through, and people who are on the other side of the obstacles. And I would constantly, every single day, guys, if you don't get anything else from this hangout, folks, bombard your mind with inspirational information, okay, with good positive stuff. I stopped watching TV a long time ago. I stopped listening to the news a long time ago. Okay, so I would do 20% marketing, 80% developing myself, and really just learning how to influence people, and really studying influence. And by the way, if you guys want to study influence, I suggest there is a book called Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion, I think. Really, really good book. Okay. Because as a marketer, right, you need to learn how to influence people in the right way, because there are people, my friends, and some of you on this hangout tonight, some of you guys you don't even realize your potential. You don't even realize how awesome your life can be, okay? 90 days from now, 60 days from now, a year from now, you don't even realize. You think it's going to be awesome, but you don't really realize the level of awesomeness that you can experience in your life. And I'm here to tell you, I just want to tell you that, listen, your situation right now doesn't matter. Your failures before doesn't matter. Okay, what matters is where you're going. Okay, what matters is where you're going. So what I did is I started to go to really learn traffic generation stuff, and again, spending about 20% on this marketing stuff. So how to get traffic, how to convert people, how to how to influence people, and how to talk to people as a marketer. So there's three basic things you need to really master. Okay, you get your foundational stuff, which is 80% of your success is you. Okay, think about this. If somebody in your business, if somebody in your company is having tremendous success and you're not, is that company's fault? Is that the system's fault? Or maybe it has to do something with you. What do you think? Think about it. If somebody can earn $1 million in a company, in the same company that you are in, yeah, and you're struggling, what's the difference? I can promise you is not that the person who is earning $1 million in that company is $1 million or 1,000,000 times smarter than you are. No, but I can tell you, I can promise you here, the difference is that person is focusing 80% of his learning and his development on growing himself and and stretching himself, and about 20% on marketing. Okay, friends, making money on the internet is not difficult. Okay, I don't want to say it's easy, because if it was actually easy, everybody would do it. Okay, everybody would be millionaires, but it is simple. Okay, simple. Earlier, just a few minutes ago, I told you to start believing that making money online is easy. Okay, you can get that ingrained into you. Okay, that making money online is easy. Actually, so what you focus on is exactly what you're going to get. What you expect is exactly what you're going to get. Okay, in life, in business, and in anything. Okay, so expecting that you're going to struggle is exactly what you're going to get. You're going to struggle. Yeah, expecting that making money online is easy for you and simple for you is exactly what you're going to get. Now, let me kind of make a difference here and kind of point out the difference between when I said making money is easy, right, and making money is simple. For you personally, you have to, you have to. I don't want to. It's just, see, the thing is this: when we talk to ourselves, right, and whatever your dominating thought is, whatever that thought that dominates you all the time, is exactly where your life is going to go. Is exactly the kind of results you will see in your business. Okay, so that's why it's important for you to just soak your mind with the inspirational stuff that you can do it. Don't listen to the news. Don't watch the news. Don't listen to the radio. Okay, constantly put good stuff into your head all the time on a daily basis. Okay, through reading, through listening, through watching. Okay, that's how information comes into our head. Okay, is through our eyes, through our ears, and what we hear. Yeah. Sorry about that. We got airplanes flying over. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But what you do, okay, is you bombard your mind that this thing, you can do it. Okay, you can do it. If somebody else can do it, you can do it. But I can promise you, the guy who's making big money in your company, in your industry, and maybe somebody who is not successful, maybe somebody who's grinding, somebody who's struggling, the difference is in you. The difference is right here between our 2 ears. Okay, that's it. I can tell you this from my experience. I can tell you, I can give you case study after case study after case study. Anybody who is truly successful with anything, they'll tell you the difference is right here. Okay, it's right between our 2 ears. So guys, I want to tell you this stuff before we start talking about marketing, and we're going to start talking about marketing, traffic generation stuff and things like that in a moment. But when I started to to really learn this game, this internet marketing game, right, and really when I started to see results, okay, and again keep in mind I'm doing 80% personal development, 20% marketing, right, training and learning. Then I started to realize what's really going on in our industry. Okay, I created a product. There was a couple products I created before I really understood the how to really affect people in a positive way, as a product owner, as a product creator. Okay, a lot of times people are teaching us, hey, just go out there and create a product, just sell it, life is good, it's easy, it sounds good in theory, right? But when we actually start doing it, then the reality hits. Okay, and if you're not prepared for it, if you don't have that foundation, I mean, if you're gonna build a house on a sand, yeah, you can build it real quick. But what happens is the very first, wind, yeah, it's gonna knock it out. It's gonna knock it over. It is gonna collapse. Okay. The very first obstacle we run into is gonna just collapse our business. Okay. That's why having that foundation is so important. Okay. So what I realized was that people can learn the game, people can learn the marketing strategies and all that good stuff, but for some reason, right, people are not seeing results. And so I had a product a lot of you guys know called High Traffic Academy, where we teach people how to make money on the internet, yeah? That kind of led to currently what we're doing, which is Big Idea Mastermind, because we were teaching people how to get traffic, right? How to get traffic on the internet and how to apply it to virtually anything they want out there on the internet, right? Any business out there. But what I started to see is that people will get 10,000 visitors, 50,000 visitors to their sites, but they still have little success, right? So here's another nugget I'm going to give you. As a marketer, okay, as a marketer, your marketing materials, your marketing strategy has to be as such to position yourself above the crowd as much as possible. How can you, as a marketer, how can you position yourself above the crowd as much as possible? A few minutes ago I mentioned that you need to focus on a few things. Okay, number one is yourself, obviously, but second thing, as a marketer, we need to focus on learning how do we attract qualified leads into our funnel. How do you attract qualified leads into your business? And you always should be sending traffic to your landing page. Always. You should always have, you should have your landing page for whatever you're doing out there. Okay, you should be building your own list. So attracting leads to your funnel is number one thing you need to master as a marketer. Learn how to do that. Okay. Second thing is, how do you turn those leads into customers? How do you turn those leads into customers? That's thing number two, right? As from the marketing perspective. Okay, we're not even going to talk about foundational stuff, the 80% stuff, the mindset, the you, right? Your own self-talk and your own beliefs and stuff like that. That's a given. That's like everything else is going to build on that. Okay. So number one is attracting qualified leads to your funnel. Number two is turning those qualified leads into customers. And thing number three is, how do you turn those customers into loyal followers and fans? Yeah? Let me explain why you need to focus on that stuff. Really, when it comes to making money online, that's really basically the only thing you have to focus on. Okay, nothing else matters, guys. The newest, the coolest, the most, whatever the next shiny thing comes out, the new theme that you need to, a lot of people take hours and days to implement on their site, or the new design, or the new button, whatever. Okay, all that stuff is nonsense unless you really get these three things in place. How do you get qualified customers to your business? Okay, well, you get qualified customers to your business by, first of all, knowing exactly what kind of customer you want to join your business. See, a lot of times we as marketers, we just kind of cast our net out there, right? And we don't care who we get. We just want to get as many people as possible to our site, and that's a wrong way to go about it. Okay? As marketers, you need to develop and just really sit down and ask yourself, okay, what kind of customer would be an ideal customer for what you do? Okay, I'm going to teach you guys how to do that in a little bit more detail here in a little bit later. Second thing is, how do you turn that customer into that lead into a customer? Okay, how do you turn that lead into a customer? Is you figure out, you think to yourself, you ask yourself a question: how can I elevate myself? How can I position myself above other marketers in a good way, in a cool way, obviously, right? But how do I position myself as a marketer above other marketers in my marketplace? How do I do that? Okay. First thing that you can implement in your business is you can create yourself a unique custom landing page. Okay. Can be your own. Can be, you can create it yourself. You can hire a pro designer to do it for you. You can use. I'll give you guys a gift at the end of this webinar. I'll actually give you guys access to the. If you don't have access to the Easy Landing Page Pro, landing page creator that we have available, I will give you guys access to that as a gift just for hanging out with us tonight. But how do you position yourself above the competition? Here's the deal, okay? When you are promoting whatever you're promoting, and there is other people promoting that very same thing, okay? I can be promoting what everybody else is promoting, okay, but I can be getting 10 times the results. Why? Because my landing page is going to look a little bit different from everybody else, okay? Now, how else can you position yourself as an expert? Okay, how else can you elevate yourself? Well, we talked about this briefly just a few minutes ago, is by doing things that other people are not willing to do. Okay, is sharing your little successes with your subscribers, sharing your little successes with your followers in the community. Okay, automatically you position yourself above the competition, above the rest of the crowd. Okay, how else can you position yourself as a marketer? Again, this is step 2. This is how do you turn your leads into customers? Yeah. I mean, because if you're just relying on the system to do the work for you, and some systems are great out there. Okay, some systems are just phenomenal, and that's good. But I'm teaching you this so that you can learn how to fish instead of me just giving you the fish. Does that make sense? Sometimes, what we do with Big Idea Mastermind is, yeah, we're gonna give you the fish. By the way, if you're not a member, you can hit the button, check it out. But don't get distracted. We're going to give you the fish, right, to help you jumpstart your business. But what I'm teaching you right now, friends, and what I want you to start realizing and looking at this as for the long term as an online marketer, okay, what do you focus on? Where do you put your attention to that will allow you to build a sustainable business model for a very, very long time? Okay, so we're going to come back to that a little bit later, and we're going to talk about that stuff a little bit more, okay? Thing number 3 you need to master is how do you turn those customers into loyal friends, right? Loyal followers and fans, really. And why do you need that is because, my friend, there is going to be a day, okay? There's going to come a day to where people are going to come to you and they'll say, what else do you have? Yeah? And so how do you go from making... This is like advanced stuff, and this is something we teach in Big Idea Mastermind Diamond level. We're really gonna we're gonna be I mean this is the advanced stuff. I'm still gonna give you guys some ideas in that respect, in that area, because you can implement that stuff actually right away in your business. Okay, what you want to do is you want to set up your business to be duplicatable. Okay, you want to set your business to be duplicatable. How can you set your business up so that one day you can take yourself out of the equation? Okay, you can take yourself out of the equation, out of your business, and you can let your business grow without you have to be there. Guys, how you create total freedom and abundance in your life is you strategically build your business in a way so that one day you don't have to be there to run your business, and your income is gonna grow. How do you do that? Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna give you guys specific strategies for you to do that on tonight's hangout. Okay, so I hope that this stuff starts to. I hope that you guys start to see the picture, just a little bit of how things coming together. Yeah. Don't worry. If you're here, you want to learn some traffic strategies and how do I focus on conversions and stuff like that. I will a little bit later on. I will talk to you about some of those strategies. Again, I want to give you guys golden nuggets that you implement in your business right away, and you can start seeing results. Okay. But bottom line is this: you're here because you want to make money. Okay. So let me tell you guys what we what some of the things that 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 we did. But before I do that, we got some people on a panel here I want to introduce. We have Paulo Barroso. Paulo Barroso, you're on, brother? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Vic. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Paulo Barroso, yeah, I can hear you perfectly, man. Paulo Barroso, guys, I don't want you to think that, well, Vic, you're talking about this stuff, and this is like, you have been doing this for 8 years, and no wonder you're making money, because some people think that just because you're Vic, I mean, you can make this kind of money. Guys, I am nobody special. Okay, I am nobody special. I am no different than you are. Okay, I just know some things that some people listening to me and watching me tonight don't know yet. Okay, I started out from being below zero. I started out, I mean, English is my second language. Okay, guys, I don't have a college degree. I'm a college dropout. Okay, I don't have any credential. I don't have any certificates, right? I don't have any of the what you call it, any of the anything that would say that I have this degree, or I went through this training, or guys, I learned this stuff. Okay, and if I can do it, okay, you can do it. But not only does this stuff work for me personally, it works for other people as well, like crazy. Okay, so if you're here, if you guys want to earn money on the internet, let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something. How Big Idea Mastermind was created is this. So as I'm teaching people how to get traffic and stuff like that, a lot of people are implementing this stuff, getting tons of visitors, but they're not successful. Okay, so people come to me, they're like, Vic, what can we, we're promoting these offers and they're not converting, right? We're not making money. We're getting visitors, but it's not converting. So I started to shift, and this is the idea I was testing over the last 5 months, friends, that has absolutely shocked me. It absolutely just, for the lack of a better word, I was floored by the results, to be honest with you. I mean, I was like, wow, I didn't even expect this thing to be this big. I mean, I knew it would be big, right? But I did not expect this to be, this big. So here's what happened. If you want to start making really, really good money on the internet, okay, guys, I'm talking about $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 plus, okay? Here's what you do, okay? Here's what you do. See, we as marketers, we can dip our toes and our fingers into different things, right? If you want to make money, you can make money doing a lot of different things. Yeah. Here's what I have found to be the easiest, the shortest way for you to go from wherever you are right now to earning $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per month. Okay, and that is this. Find an already established company. Okay, find an already well-established company, direct sales company, or network marketing company that's already doing well. Okay, that has good products, good compensation plan, good leadership. Most important thing is leadership. Okay, and then what you do is you strategically position yourself inside of that company and create your own little tribe inside of that company. Okay. And so that tribe will automatically be elevated. Okay? I want you to hear me out, because I'm not telling you the theory here. I'm telling you something that can revolutionize your business. Okay? If you're already in Big Idea Mastermind, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're not in Big Idea Mastermind, right, this is going to open your eyes on some things that you will, it's going to blow your mind. Okay? If you get this, I know some people are not going to get this, but if you get this strategy, okay, it's going to absolutely revolutionize your business. So here's the deal. You find a well-established company who is doing really, really good, okay, who's a company that's positioned, to have a tremendous growth in the future, okay. You build yourself a little tribe in that company, inside of that community, okay. You create yourself something that is different than what everybody else has inside of that company, okay. And basically that's how you elevate yourself, okay, and you promote that, okay, you promote your system. I call this a vehicle and an engine to the vehicle, okay, and then you fuel it with traffic, okay. That's the stuff I've been teaching for quite some time now. So what I did is I started to look around on the internet for a company that we could build around, okay. To make a long story short, we decided to go with Empower Network because, in my opinion, it's just a company that's a no-brainer. Okay, when it actually took me about 10 months to get in with them and decide to build around Empower Network, but let me tell you something, guys. It doesn't get any better than 100% commissions, right? It's pretty awesome. 100% commissions, not bad. See, people are coming to me like, Vic, how can we, what can we promote? What niche can we promote? What product can we promote? And so this is where the idea actually came, is how can we do that? Then, when I found it, and I decided to go with Empower Network, and when I actually spoke with the leadership of Empower Network, Dave and Dave, founders, instantly I knew that's exactly what we wanted to do, because by this time, see, my vision stretched. By this time, I'm earning, good money on the internet. I don't have to worry about finances. I don't have to worry about, pretty much every single thing that I wanted to have. Back to the initial, story that I told you, where I took the piece of paper and I wrote down exactly how I wanted what I wanted to have in my life, material things, what kind of car I wanted to drive, what kind of where I wanted to live, where I wanted to vacation, how many times, exactly all the little details in how I wanted my life to look like. I did that, guys. Something happens to where I can't explain it, but it just happens. Yeah. So right now. Right, and I mean, there is not one single thing that I had on that list that I don't have. Not a single thing. Not a single thing. Every single thing happened. Okay, every single thing manifested. How did it work? How did it happen? I don't care how it happened. It just happened. Okay, so what happens is my vision stretched. Now my vision is like, okay, so money is no longer an issue. How can we make a bigger impact in this industry? How many success stories can we create, right? How many people can we help? How many people can my personal goal, my personal vision right now is how many people can I help to step into my position right now to where they're earning at least $100,000 per month in income. That's my passion. I mean, that's what gets me up in the morning from bed every day. And so, when I speak to Dave and Dave with Empower Network, boom, all of a sudden everything clicks. And because these guys are talking about exactly what I want to do, and they're talking about their vision is exactly what my vision is, and we just lock arms. And long story short, we create Big Idea Mastermind, which is a marketing system and additional training platform for the Empower Network, and boom, we launch it, folks. Results absolutely blew me away because I implemented the strategies I'm teaching you on this webinar, which is, right, find a company and elevate yourself above the company. So we created a system that's different from everything else. Call it the Big Idea Mastermind. The idea is to make an impact in the world. Guys, here's the deal. Okay, here's the deal. Don't focus on making a buck. Okay, don't focus on making a buck. Focus on making a difference. Focus on a bigger vision. Have a bigger vision for yourself, for your business. What is your big vision? Yeah. So with Big Idea Mastermind, our vision is, hey, how can we impact at least 100,000 people's lives this year in the next 12 months? Okay. So we rolled this out about 5 months ago, my friends. Over the last 5 months, okay, this idea has generated over $1.8 million for me. With Empower Network. Now, I'm not saying this because I want to impress you. Heck no, I don't have to impress you. I don't have to tell you this, right? What I want to tell you is I want to prove to you, right, that what these guys are going to talk about, and I want to kind of prepare you, and I want you to open your mind a little bit, because this is the same stuff. See, I'm people are looking at me right now, right, what I'm at right now, but they miss out on a lot of the important puzzle pieces that a lot of marketers don't have. Some of the things that I spoke about on this Hangout, right? And I'm going to give you guys some more in a moment here, but I want you to start realizing that when you get your hands on the perfect system, yeah, when you have your vision, when you have, when you understand this game, my friends, you can write your own paycheck. See, what I'm fired up about is about, guys like Paulo Barroso, about guys like Steven Munson, guys like, Miles, guys like, Mark Soto here that we have, guys like Aki, and I could, we can't get more than like 8 or 9 or 10 people here on this Hangout, on a live panel, but I want to bring out Paulo Barroso. And Paulo, if you would for a minute here, because I want you guys not to only hear from myself, I want you guys to hear from some of these guys who just got started, right? Who just getting started, and they're going through, and they applied some of the principles that I'm teaching you tonight. And most importantly, here's the deal. What I want you to do, Paulo, right now, yeah, is I want you to share, let's be completely authentic here. Yeah, let's be completely just kind of. What was what was that one thing that really helped you go from from not making money to making pretty good income? And if you can talk about that, you can talk about anything you want, man. But I want you to give your what's some of the best nuggets that you can give out to somebody just getting started. Okay, because I know you were just getting started. What, about 8 years ago or 7 years ago? When did you start online?
Yeah, about 8 years ago, man.
About 8 years ago. Okay, so if you could kind of briefly, yeah, just kind of walk people through. If somebody who was in your position, in your situation, like you got started, what did it for you, man? I mean, and how, what's like some of those, I call them golden nuggets that you would give away to people who are, maybe in the situation that you were in when you first was getting started. And what is this like right now? What you're focusing on right now? Because I know you're making a lot of money. You can talk about that, guys. Again, income disclaimers. I want you guys to realize the potential and the possibility, and I want you to fish for those golden nuggets. Okay, implement them in your business, guys. Because it's not only this stuff is working really, really well for me, but it's working for a lot of people who implement it. Okay, and so Paulo, if you can, go ahead and grab the microphone, man, and just give out your some of the things that really helped you.
Sure. First of all, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Paolo. I'm from London in the UK, and I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me. Vic, I take it you can hear me.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah, good stuff. So what really changed for me, and without obviously going on for hours here, Vic already touched up on the stuff that's working for me, was the mindset shift. So I was online, just briefly, I'll give you a little bit of my story. I was online for about 8 years, and I've never made any money. I was basically, I suffered from the shiny object syndrome. So I was basically just jumping from one program to another, and I've never made any money. As a matter of fact, I lost over $20,000 for a period of 8 years. I've made no money whatsoever. What changed for me, and I'll be very brief here, was four things. One was I had to find a mentor because I had no focus. And I had no idea how to make money online. So I went out and I looked for someone who obviously was doing all right online, was making money. I did a lot of research. I came across Vic. And the second thing was I asked Vic, can you teach me about marketing? Can you teach me about how to generate traffic? Because at that stage I was trying to learn for traffic. And Vic, the first thing that Vic taught me was about mindset. He told me to get the foundations right before you teach me about traffic, because he told me a big lesson. He told me that to be successful online, 80% is mindset and 20% is marketing. And that was a big breakthrough for me, because I thought it was always the other way around. You have to learn about marketing first, 80% marketing and 20% mindset, but I was completely wrong. So what he's done to me was he put me on what I call the 30-30-30 rule, which was he put me on a 30 days. I had to read for 30 minutes. I had to listen to audios for 30 minutes. And I did the program step by step on how to change my mindset. And that was the big breakthrough for me, was when I basically changed my mindset and I start thinking in the correct way and I start focusing. And then after that, when I was ready after the 30 days, my life completely changed. I mean, I start thinking a lot more positive stuff and all that. I had to start doing stuff that the 98% were doing. So I had to stop doing that, which was watching TV, reading the news, and doing all the crap stuff. I was wasting my time basically just watching TV and doing a lot of things that was just poisoning my mind. So I had to do a radical change, because up to that stage where I was in life, I was making no money whatsoever. So I had to make a radical change, and for that, I thank Vic. I'm so thankful to Vic for that, for telling me, look, stop watching TV, stop just poisoning your mind with the newspapers and all that, and the news and all that, and just start reading and start listening to others and some positive stuff. So just very quickly, so that's what really changed for me, mindset. And then obviously we came up with High Traffic Academy. I bought that course, and that course was exactly what changed me. As a matter of marketing, I've started learning how to basically send traffic to converting offers. So the ingredient here was converting offers and the right type of traffic. And obviously I learned that in High Traffic Academy. So from that on, this is going back now 2 years, I start making an income online. I start finally making a profit. And I start making $500-600 a month. And then from that on, with Vick's mentoring, I stuck with it. I never gave up. I start making an income of, my goal was $5,000 a month. And after I started learning High Traffic Academy, within, I would say about 2 months, I reached that goal. I started making $5,000 a month, and I was over the moon with that, you know. And I thought to myself, so the foundations are in place, my mindset is right, I'm going to start writing, you know, what I want in life, you know, day by day. What do I want in life? How do I want my day to go by? And I've written all down, just like Vick told me, and my life absolutely changed. I then another gold card after I've reached my first goal, which was $5,000 for $10,000, because I thought to myself, if $5,000 a month works on my gold card, what happens if I do 10,000? And I've done that. And as a matter of fact, the $10,000 goal was actually easier to achieve because I already achieved the $5,000 one, which was to me harder because I've never made $5,000 online. So once I've achieved that, everything changed. And I've been consistently making, obviously, over $20,000 since August last year because of, obviously, Vick Strizheus. And now, just to quickly finalize, really, I just want to say that in January, after I've obviously joined Vick in a Big Idea Mastermind, that's when really my income just skyrocketed, absolutely skyrocketed. I've earned so far, and actually up to today, I'm on $150,825 because of Vick's teachings. All I've done was something very simple. I tapped into Vick's program, which is Big Idea Mastermind. It's a no-brainer. So I didn't have to reinvent the wheel. It's already a converting offer. That's all. That's everything I've done was join Big Idea, and all I do on my daily basis is send traffic to Vick's landing page, and he gives us about 4 or 5 landing pages, and they convert, and that's everything I do. And I'm so blessed to have come across Big Idea. I've went all in from day one because I trusted, obviously, Vick 100%. And I mean, he's the only person that I came across ever in my life that has made me money. So I've stuck with him. I've never given up. And I tell you guys, there's nothing out there better that I know of than Big Idea Mastermind. And I know for a fact that Vick's mission of making 1,000 people to a target of $5,000 a month, it's quite achievable because I've done it. So I'm speaking from experience here. And I know he wants to create millionaires within this group. And guess what, guys? Without sounding big-headed here, I know I'm going to be one of his millionaires. And I'm speaking from the heart. I'm telling you how it is, not to brag, or I know this man here can make you a millionaire. If that's your bag, if that's what you want to be or do. If it's only the $5,000, then be it. I've done that. I've done the $5,000. So you can do it too. I've got no special skills. I mean, you guys know that. Vick knows that. I've got no special skills whatsoever. English, as you have sourced that out, it's not even my first language. And I don't have any special deals with Vick. I'm not on the phone to Vick every 5 minutes asking him, how'd you do this, how'd you do that? I just follow the videos. I'm in exactly the same shoes as everyone else. And all I can say to you guys is you can do it too. Just step into the system. So that's it. That's my story. I hope I came across as clear, and I hope I made some sense.
Paul, what are you to make $150,000 in how long when did you start?
I've started really towards the end of January. That's when I joined Big Idea Mastermind.
End of January, so February, March, April, May, so about 4 months. $150,000. That's man, that's ridiculous, man. This is amazing. Congratulations to you. But
thank you.
What did you do? I mean, obviously, as you understand the mindset stuff and the stuff we've been talking about, right? But what would you say your biggest what would be your biggest breakthrough that allowed you? You already said that it was mindset shift.
Yeah.
Probably, I probably will tell them this is your biggest thing. But from the marketing perspective, would you mind sharing with everybody, like, what are you doing to be able to do that?
I use a lot of the social marketing platforms like Facebook, Warrior Forum, LinkedIn marketing. So what I do, I interact with people, and by that, and I used to do this a long time ago, which is the wrong way. I don't go on Facebook and spam the groups like some people do. And I must say, I used to do that, but not anymore. So what I do, I interact with people. So I join, I'm a member of maybe 200 groups or whatever. What I do, instead of spamming the groups, I go in and I interact, I create a relationship. So I start liking people's comments, I start asking questions, I start answering questions. And then from that interaction, people will start asking me, what you do online. And then I say, oh, guys, I am part of BIM, and I speak with a lot of excitement, and I speak with a lot of conviction and authority that this is the program that's changed my life. And then I show some proof of income, obviously, saying that I earn what I say I earn. And it's basically just a lot of interaction with people. Skype, I talk to a lot of people on Skype. And the funny thing is, people are starting to seek me now, so I don't even have to go out and look for leads. Well, I do in a way, because I still advertise, but a lot of the people now are coming to me. And it's basically a lot of interaction. And obviously, I do a lot of Warrior Forum advertising as well. And then people come and seek me. And that's basically it. I do a lot of Facebook interaction. So social media for me, it's the big one.
Cool. So social media. Do you spend a lot of money on marketing?
Not really. On marketing as a whole, my budget, it's been always $1,000 to $1,500. I don't spend over that.
Is that per day?
Month. Sorry, no, per month. Per month. Yeah, it's not a lot. I don't spend a lot. I mean, as a matter of fact, I think I tend to spend less and less as I go along now, because I'm finding Facebook and the interaction that I have on Facebook with people are totally free, because it doesn't cost me a dime. Obviously, I do some PPC campaigns because I've got Facebook fan pages, and what I do with PPC campaign on Facebook is I get people to like my page, and then the score with Facebook is this: the more likes you have, the more interaction you have. So every time you make a post, then people tend to comment more, and your views go up to roof, obviously, when you have the more likes. But I don't spend a lot of money on Facebook. And in my budget, I just said, I think the maximum I've ever spent $1,500, maybe to $2,000 at one time, but I never spend more than that. So that's cool. That's what works for me.
Cool, man. Cool. Awesome. Awesome, Paulo. We have let's see who else I want to bring up here. Stephen Monson. Stephen Monson, you're doing some good stuff, man, in the community. I wanted to get you on here, Stephen, because you're also a member of Big Idea Mastermind, and I don't know exactly what you were doing before that. Maybe you can talk about a little bit about what you're doing, and what's like give us a few, like, the biggest breakthrough points that really helps you go to the next level in your business, financially and otherwise. What would you share with people?
Okay, cool. Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, Vic. I'm here on my balcony in Hawaii, and some of you might be wondering why I'm outside my balcony, because realistically, before I got started in this, I was living in about an 80 square foot box. It didn't have a kitchen, and in fact, there wasn't like a traditional bathroom. I didn't have a car. My phone was shut off. At some points, I was using the internet like underneath a tent because it was raining and the internet wasn't working. And when you're working online, that takes a lot of patience as a person, because you get frustrated, you get flustered, you start thinking you're not worth what you really are, and your mind starts just being filled of crap. So I was very fortunate to, and I don't want to give all the credit of my success to Vic, because if you ever gave all your credit to one person for success, you would forget who really did it, which was me. I was very fortunate to be able to meet Vic at a great time in my life, that I was ready for that breakthrough moment to really shift everything. And prior to doing this, I had been in, I opened a restaurant bar when I was 20 years old. I was an entrepreneur since then, very successful with that endeavor and offline businesses for years, but never anything that was long-term sustainable. You know, I ended up losing everything I had in real estate and stock markets, like everything, down to zero. Then I went and worked in companies, and every company I worked in, it was like the same story. I'd come in, I'd do well, they'd offer me more, and I'd get advanced, and then, you know, even at some times, like, hey, let's give you a little percentage of ownership of this to help us grow. And it was like, it was always the same thing. There was nothing there for me. It was an empty feeling. It didn't matter how much money I made. It really didn't matter if I was helping people with that particular company. It just wasn't what I wanted to do. And when I met Vic, I had been online for 5 years. I had been able to make money personally, but never been able to help a team with anything I was doing at that point. And it was a big-time struggle. Well, right after I met Vic and we did this exercise, you know, I was earning about $1,400 a month on average and just barely living off of it, you know, like borrow a little bit of money, make some, pay it back, just frustrating. And, you know, I remember the week I left Miami and I met Vic in person. I made over $1,000 that day in the airport. And that week I made about $4,000. And I started realizing what I was doing and what I had done to change all this. So I want everyone, if we could, I did this little process yesterday. It'll just take 2 minutes, but I want to show you how you can actually shift everything in your life and create different results. So everybody's familiar with what a pull-up is. Well, unfortunately, we all think pull-ups are really hard. And because they are, you have to pull your whole body up. And so I was doing, on average, 5 pull-ups at a time. So my goal was to do 20 pull-ups, and I have to go there and do 5, rest, 5, rest, 5, rest. I thought that I could only do 5 pull-ups. Well, I started practicing something just called visualization. So what I want you to do with everything that you do, because this is what's helped me, is you visualize it and then you apply it, just like Vic's talking about. You have to visualize how much money you're going to make before there is even a chance to do it, but then you got to apply it, and that's like taking action, working hard. So the visualization I want everyone to do is, we're all here in different positions. Some of you are guests of ours. Some of you are actually Big Idea Mastermind members. We have panelists. Some of you are all committed at the diamond level. So it doesn't matter where you're at right now. It doesn't matter if you're considering starting this business, you're already in it, you're doing well. This is something that each one of us can apply to our everyday life that will totally change it. So just real quick, everyone just close your eyes. We're all going to do just 20 pull-ups with your eyes closed. And I really want you to be conscious about this, because it might sound easy, but in reality, at first, it's actually hard. It's hard to do the pull-ups. So everyone, just real quick, we're going to do 20 pull-ups in your mind, like see yourself doing the pull-up. You know, you get up to the bar and then release back down. I mean, just the full-on process of it, so you can actually see yourself doing a pull-up. You know, 2, 3. And now really, like, see yourself on the pull-up bar. It can be really hard. You're sweating. You're outside. You're maybe in Hawaii. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is where most of us just stop. You know, our minds are racing. Like, kids are running around. I want to listen to something else. And just keep going. 9, 10, 11, 12. And you're like, 13. I got to get to 20. You know, you just do all the way to 20. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So I did it. Boom. Now, the problem that we all have is the only asset, which I call an intangible, invisible asset, is our imagination, our visualization abilities. We don't ever use it. I can't go, hey, Vic, would you visualize me making $20,000 a day, please? And I want it to be done. Well, Vic can't do that for me. I actually can't let anyone visualize for me. So you have to visualize what you really want. If you've never visualized yourself making $1,000 a day, well, then you probably aren't earning $1,000 a day. My biggest shift came from doing this consistently, that I was seeing myself making results. But realistically, after I got through that, because this can apply in your relationships, this can apply in physical activities, this can apply, in your business. Each day, you should wake up, even before you go into the bathroom, and it's called segment intending. A segment of your life, like right before you go to bed, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to go to sleep, I'm going to really sleep well, I'm going to be relaxed. When I wake up, I'm going to be rejuvenated, I'm going to have great dreams, I'm going to dream about making money, whatever it is. So then you're setting your intentions clearly and deliberately for that sleep, that segment of your life. We go through segments each and every day. Before the Hangout, I set my visual intentions for what I wanted to accomplish here. I wanted to be able to let you know that I am actually the happiest I've ever been in my entire life, not based on money, but based on the people that I've interacted with and how it's projected me to be able to live where I want to live in Hawaii. And, and on top of this, all these awesome people that are coming to Hawaii next week, because we're doing the Big Idea Mastermind event here, I got to then interact with these people where I live. I'm already envisioning that happening. But the problem a lot of us have is we don't take that time for ourselves. We wake up, we start stressing, we run through, I got to get ready, I got to go to work. The kids, I need to make the pancakes, and you start making the pancakes, and boom, and get in the car, let's go, and you're just running, confused all day, and then you're wondering why you're stressed. Because you're actually not sitting back and doing the one quick important thing to do is visualizing your outcome for the day, for that segment of your life. Now, it's basically segment intending is when you want your influence to dominate during that segment. So all of a sudden, if you start feeling uncomfortable with something, you don't have to necessarily completely recreate what's happening in your life, but what you need to do is become aware of it. Awareness is the enemy of habit. Then re-project what you want. So if you're sitting there, you're frustrated, just re-project what you want. I was doing this in my business for years where I wasn't visualizing anything. I was like, I work hard, I deserve this, this is what I should have happen to me. It wasn't working out that way because I wasn't seeing it happening. I wanted it. I was scared. I was actually living in fear. My motivating factor was the fear that I had from having lack of money. That's not a motivating factor. That will pull you down. That will attract less money to you. So you need to visualize something and then take action on it. So if you're sitting here right now for the very first time being part of this, visualize why you're here. What do you actually want? Vic doesn't know what you want. I don't know what you want. Paulo doesn't know what you want. But we can help you get what you want by you starting out by visualizing it. I want to get started in a company that's online, that's easy, that's a safe place for me to make money, where I can make residual income, that I could do something that finally works, that I could be rewarded for what I was actually, for what I deserve. You have that opportunity right now. But now you have to take action. How do you do that? It's simple. You just get started with us. And then from there on out, you got to do this with every segment of your life. What do you want? And then take action on it. Don't worry about what you have or what you don't have. What do you truly want? So I encourage everybody to start using this powerful thing that we have called our visualization, our imagination, because I think a lot of us don't really utilize it that much. That's how I feel like I went from earning $1,000 a month to this month's going to be earning over $20,000. And I want to be real clear. Everyone thinks if you get started with Vic, he's going to hand you, here's this master list for all these millions of people that are going to sign up with you. I never asked Vic for any any kind of traffic help. He has hundreds of videos that you can plug into. I didn't have a list. I just told you I was poor. I didn't have any money. How did I do it? I just started being positive. I stayed and remained myself. I was immune to negativity. I realized that God's delays are not God's denials. And so when I was being delayed, it wasn't because I wasn't going to get what I wanted. But what I needed to do was continue to take action and to visualize my outcome. And so, I did this organically. I was able to create organic income. And I personally believe that God puts people together to create miracles. That's how I was able to connect with Vick. That's how I was able to go and teach other people what I'm doing. And if you think about how cool this is in this short amount of time, and Vick, thank you. Because what you did to help me, and then I turned around and help other people, I mean, it's already like 10 people deep who are making money from the one thing you did. And that just started. Vick helped me. He opened the doors. I followed his vision. You could tell right away that I could tell deep down that this was the person that I needed to follow, that I needed to look up to as a mentor. And I didn't do it because he just earned all this money. You just feel it based on who he is. And when people have the same beliefs, that's when it doesn't matter. If somebody has the same beliefs in you, they'll give you their blood, sweat, and tears. But if you go to hire somebody who doesn't have the same beliefs, they're just looking for a paycheck. So when you talk about what you really want, and you live who you talk about it, then you be about it, just like Vick did. Then people like me show up and say, hey, this guy's realistic. I want to be on the same page with him. And I tap in, and then it happens for the person behind me. And it keeps going and going. I've never been part of something that was really so fun that everybody could be themselves to make money, because that's what the Empower Network was. And Vick just really set it above creating this awesome system, this team, and all these leaders that have already came of it and made a lot of money. So thank you very much, Vick.
Man, it's awesome, man. It's awesome, Steven. Congratulations to you, bro. I know, when we met in Miami, your intention is you want to share it publicly?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool because we were talking about how much money you want to make, and I got this big book now because I saw Vick with it, and I started writing in all my stuff and my ideas into it, and go get a big book. Like, if you're like me, you're going to end up, this is going to help you. But we had a little worksheet, and it's, I think, right here, and I started writing in it about how much money we wanted to make per month. Vick did this whole formula, and I mean, I'm just writing. I want 5 acres in Pupacay on the North Shore. I wanted a garden. I want an outdoor office. I mean, you just start writing all the stuff that came to me, and then you add it up and you divide it by the months, and it came out to $650,000 a month. And for somebody who's sitting there earning $1,400 a month for the past probably 6 to 12 months consecutively, I mean, I looked at my income from last year. It was just over $5,000 of income that I earned. It was nothing because I was borrowing money. But I believe 100%, every fiber inside of me, every piece of me, my heart, my mindset, that I will be earning $650,000 a month. And I don't think it's going to have to take 2, 3, 5 years. I believe it's going to start happening this year. You go from 1,400 to 14,000 to 25,000. You start seeing different results. And when you can get to 20,000, then you get to 50,000. I know it. You get to 100,000 and you can start catapulting. But you will never, ever capitalize on your passion unless you have a purpose in life. So remember that, because a lot of us are passionate. But when your purpose was like mine was, is fear. I didn't have children. I didn't have a wife. My purpose was my fear. That doesn't get you very far at all. So make sure that you're aware of that. Because if you're in that position, you might be operating out of that place of scarcity, and you won't be able to attract the abundance that you deserve.
Awesome, man.
So that's it, man. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, Vick. Appreciate it.
Right on, Steven. Right on, man. Cool. Let's see who we want to bring up. By the way, guys, I just decided to do something pretty crazy here. By the way, at the end of this, after I want you guys to hear from these panelists here because these guys are, they started out just like we all did. I mean, they're nobody special, and hopefully that's what you'll hear from them. I mean, guys, listen, we all start out from the same spot, which is usually zero, okay, or below zero. So it doesn't matter your situation. Listen, doesn't matter what you're going through in life right now. You can be great. You can achieve your dreams. You can achieve your goals. You can achieve what you want to achieve. I'm telling you. Okay, so at the end of this webinar, I will do a couple things. Okay, so I'll tell you if you are if you're watching this, if you're sitting this, if you do want to become a part of what we're doing here, become a part of our vision with Big Idea Masterminds. If you guys want to do something bigger than just making money on the internet, if you guys want to join, something, a movement really, because let me tell you, Empower Network is a movement, okay? And what they have going on right now is huge. It's unbelievably huge, but it's at the same time is nothing compared to what's coming here in the next year. Okay, because I know I'm in their leadership circles, but what we're doing with Big Idea Mastermind is we're just making things, we're just enhancing a lot of things. And if you want to be a part of our team, if you guys want to be a part of what we're doing here and just kind of join us on this journey and making a difference, because that's really what this is all about. It's not just about making money. Making money is great. We can teach you how to make money. Making money part is actually simple. Okay, I mean, listen to these strategies. Think about it, implement it, implement these, take action really on this stuff. But it's about making a difference. It's about having your team become successful. It's not about you making money. You'll make money. I mean, that's not a problem. But it's about you duplicating yourself and making money. That's what Big Idea Mastermind is all about. So if somebody's watching this, you guys are not a member of Big Idea and you would like to become a member, there's a button below this video. You can hit that, get more information about what we're doing, and you can join our team. What I want to do here is next I want to bring, well, let's just kind of go down the line here. We got Paul O on the line, Paul Ferenko. Funny story. This is a guy who actually introduced me to Empower Network initially. He called me up. He's like, Vic, there's this company just launched. 100% compensation, good products, man. What do you think about it? I'm like, 100% commissions. 100% commissions. Nah, man. There's got to be something fishy about it. I mean, I couldn't because I'm coming from a background to where you don't earn 100% commissions, right? I mean, you earn 50%, 75% tops as an affiliate marketer. But I did not understand how the company would be in business, how they would make money, right? So when he told me about Empower Network, I didn't take it seriously in the beginning. But then I started to see people making money. People who never made money before started to make money. I started to see blind people making money. People who were, in bed, couldn't walk, making money. And I'm like, man, if those guys can do that, I mean, we can take this thing, we can explode this thing, by just, doing some of the things that we were talking about earlier in this webinar, like positioning and stuff like that, right? So Paul is the guy who introduced me to Empower Network initially, and what I want you to talk about, Paul, is whatever you want to talk about, man. But just give us your best nugget. Before I let Paul talk, though, I will let you guys know what I'm going to do for you tonight. We're going to go give away some cash at the end of this webinar. So if you're thinking about joining Big Idea Mastermind, right, I will do something incredibly just crazy. Okay. Somebody's going to get $5,000. Somebody's going to get $5,000. But you got to stay. I'm going to tell you how you do that a little bit later on. Okay. Another thing, what we're going to do here is I will give you some specific. I'll give you one specific strategy when it comes to getting traffic and positioning your business to get very, very low cost clicks with your marketing. I know that some of you guys are maybe having the question in your mind right now with how do I, what's like one of the coolest marketing strategies when it comes to getting traffic and stuff like that. I'm known as a traffic guy in this internet marketing space because I study traffic. I've been studying traffic for a very, very long time. There is not a course out there on the internet that I don't own when it comes to traffic. I know what's working. I always constantly implement, test new ideas. So I will share with you guys something really, really cool that you can all implement a little bit later on. So for right now, Paul, if you want to jump out, man, let us know if you're here, if you can hear me.
Yes, I can. What's up?
Talk about your. I know your story is kind of you did not have any marketing background. Kind of like myself, you kind of coming from I think construction. If you want to talk about what happened, how were you able to go from being a construction worker to now earning a bunch of money? I mean, really, and guys, I want you to hear as you're listening to Paul. I want you to listen to him from two perspectives. Number one is how can a guy go from being a construction worker, swinging a hammer, driving a tractor, or whatever you were doing, Paul? I really have no idea what you were doing as a construction worker, man. But how can the dude go from being a construction worker to making over $200,000 in virtually doing nothing? Okay, so Paul, if you want to talk about that, man, that'd be awesome.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I am Paul LeFranco. Hopefully a lot of you guys know me already. I actually just came from Haiti on a little mission trip, so I haven't done one of these hangouts in a long time. Actually, I think this is the first one as far as a hangout for me. I mean, I do webinars for Big Idea Mastermind, so kind of got used to the video, but it's been a while since I was on a video, so I feel a little anxious, but it's all good. So what I wanted to share with you guys was I think the main important piece for me was, again, it's the mindset. It's the idea that you can literally make money online. And here's how it all began for me. Really quick story. Growing up, my dad would always teach me this strategy that, I actually believed in. He was always teaching me, he was always saying, hey, you got to work hard. You got to work with sweat to make money. And I believed him. I was like, all right. You're my dad. You know what you're talking about. So growing up, I believed that, and I got to the point where I was a construction man. I had a CDL. I still do, commercial driver license, and I was a construction man, and I was working really, really hard. I actually used to do concrete work, and then I went in with a company doing building a school. So what I actually was doing, working hard, taking a big old 4x8 sheets and taking them to the second level. Doing that constantly, taking concrete up, big old bags, I mean, all kinds of good stuff. So I got to the point where I was literally sweating so hard that, I always, and then I had this thought in my head, I'm like, dude, how can I make money by not sweating? Because I saw some other guys out there in suit, they're just driving a nice car. I mean, there's got to be a way for people not to sweat and make money. And I had that light bulb go in my head, and I'm like, dude, there's got to be a way. But then I got to the point where both of my hands right here, as you see right here, I actually can't do push-ups anymore. I can, but I can do like probably 5. And then right here, it hurts so much. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did, but it actually hurt so much that I can't do push-ups, meaning from hard work, and my back hurts. And so I got to the point where I would argue with my dad. I would argue with him, and I'd say, Dad, there's got to be a way for me not to work hard and make money, meaning with my mind. I mean, there's got to be a way. I don't want to work hard, because I learned a lesson, of breaking my hands right here. I don't know, it's either some kind of muscle, or I don't know what it is. And I would argue with my brothers as well. I'm coming from a big family, 7 kids in a family, from a Christian family, by the way. I actually don't mind sharing my faith here. So, growing up like that, I would always argue with them. We would get together in the living room and I'd say, dude, there's got to be a way. There's people out there, they're making money, just with their mind. And my dad would always say, no, there's no way around this. And I said, well, all right, one of these days, I'll find a way to either prove you or, I'll find it. And I think that was the mindset that I had in my mind that, there's got to be a way. And then one of these days, my wife and I, we were in a process for her to get, she had a passion to be in a nursing school, so we filled out applications for 3 years, etc. I'm gonna make this little story short, and so we actually filled out an application in South Dakota, and then we moved here. Obviously, I met Mr. Vick, and that was the beginning of the journey that I am at right now. Okay, one of his products, once again, was High Traffic Academy. But one of the main things that I learned from Vic was he's the kind of guy that he's not going to give you the fish.
some guys actually shared it here. They said, they never came to Vic and asking, hey, what was the traffic strategy? What was the thing that helped you, etc., etc. I was the guy who came to him and said, dude, what was the traffic strategy that I can make money? And he said, it's right here. It's between your ears. And he would tell me, read, listen, and I said, dude, really? Dude, I want to make money, literally, like whatever he's preaching right now, previously, I was actually the guy, I was the victim, if I can call it to be. But I would still grind. I mean, even working with him, working for him actually, I was promoting on his side, and I would get scammed so much, I would lose $500 here, even though he would tell me, dude, don't buy a solo ad, be careful, make sure you build a relationship, etc. But I still wouldn't listen. I'm like, dude, I want to make money. I want to make money. But eventually, I really listened to what he said and started reading, started listening, and then step by step, little by little, I actually broke through. So with High Traffic Academy, I think last year I did like close to 60,000, something like that. So that was a big, huge breakthrough. And what really did for me, a lot of you guys know me already. I shared my my strategies, but one of the golden nuggets I would share, starting out, for me especially, I know, I've shared this already so many times, and a lot of people actually use it, and I think it even now, I believe even now it could be profitable, is solo ads plus swaps. Okay? Solo ads is a very, very lucrative way of driving traffic. Okay, you tap into other people's traffic, they build it, they work hard, they sell you some clicks, and you make money. Okay, the source that I use was Save Swaps. If you guys want to go through my link, you can. You can go to joinlistbuilding.com and go under me. That'd be nice. You guys know that I do that once in a while, but that was a very, very good way for me to get traffic, okay? So that was a very big breakthrough that I actually found by myself through one guy. And that's it right there. That was a golden nugget that I really, really wanted to share with you guys. Solo ads and swaps. And then in there at the platform, Save Swaps, you guys can go out there and buy solo ads and swap with people. But again, what I always usually share with people is don't go out there and just buy. Okay? What I always tell people is build relationships with those solo ad providers. Get them on Skype, connect with them, talk to them, get to know what their list is all about, how they built their list, etc., etc. And then once you build a connection with it, I've shared this strategy so many times that a lot of people go out there and just buy, and a lot of people refuse to buy actually or sell for a big idea mess around, which is okay. Which is totally fine. What we do, just say thank you and move on, you get another one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Vic, what else do you want me to talk about?
What's your I want you to talk about, man, I wanted you to talk about the what are you doing right now in your business? As far as, so you were a construction worker, you went through the through the stuff that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
And you're working. So your strategy is, I know you're a big guy of when it comes to marketing. You like to do a lot of solo ads and that kind of stuff. And guys, we don't this hangout here. I want you guys to see. My thing is, I want you to think about this. And I want as you're watching this, right? And maybe you find yourself, maybe you want to be a part of something better, guys. I want you to get one thing tonight, okay? And that one thing is this. If I can do this, if Paulo can do this, if Steven can do this, if Paul can do this, guys, you can do this, okay? You can do this. Now, Paul, what is the talk about the if you would, how is your life different now? Because coming from the background of being a construction worker, and you called me up, you're just like, this guy has some things that he wanted to do in life. You had some compelling reasons to do what you want to do, yeah?
Yeah.
What was your deal?
So for me was, when I got started, guys, trust me, understand me that I mean, it's our stories. I hear some people on Skype, they just want to make money. I mean, I was there. I was literally there. I just wanted to make money. Why I wanted to make money? The number one reason was, like Vic said, I mean, I wanted to provide for the family. I mean, we had credit cards. I had credit card that was close to $20,000. There was like 3 or 4 of them that I really wanted to pay off. I mean, my mindset coming from my family was, you know, you want to have no debt. And we wanted to have things, so we got on a credit card. And so my compelling real reason was not to wait. I wanted to get my credit cards out. And then as soon as my wife went into school, nursing school, that was additional 26, 27,000. Okay, that was my why. I mean, that was my drive. I mean, I stayed up till 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I didn't care, like Vic said. I mean, I had a strong why. So obviously, with High Traffic Academy, I made, you know, very good, decent income. Then I paid off my my credit cards, and then I pay off the school. Actually, if you guys go out there on the High Traffic Academy, you guys can watch the testimonial. I mean, I pull up the little sheet that says whatever, $16,000 or $26,000 out there. But that was my why. I mean, that's what drove me, and I didn't, you know, I didn't care what time was it. I mean, a lot of people think that it's, you know, it's one click riches type of deal. I mean, you don't know how much time Vic spends. You guys don't know how much time I spend, how much time all of those guys on the panel spend, you know, to get the results. So, what I really want you guys to understand is, you know, if you set the mind, you just want to make money, 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 money is in your mind. I mean, I don't know how long you're gonna last. Little, I think you're gonna get burned out pretty quickly. So, what I highly recommend you is invest in yourself. I mean, I think that's the number one thing that Vic teaches, and you know, since the day one, that's what he's been teaching. He's been draining that in my head. I mean, I do it, and you got to do it consistently. So, yeah, that was my wife, and right now, actually, I had a chat with him the other day. I actually called him up. I was like, dude, you know, I'm making this much money now. You know, you get this, like people talk about, there's a thermostat, right? You get to this certain level, and you get relaxed. You relax, you're like, dude, all right, money is not the issue anymore. All right, that's great. You know, I mean, I hang out with people. I do support. You know, I do webinars. Now I'm back. I'm going to be doing more webinars, you know, weekly. We'll try to do that. Going to Hawaii now. You know, money is not the issue anymore. You get the comfort zone. And, you know, everything is great, awesome, you know, life is awesome. But I talked to him, I'm like, dude, so what do you do? Like, what's your why? What drives you? I mean, you're making this much money. What drives you? What do you do? And he's like, dude, the number one thing you want to have is, like he said, I'm going to repeat it, you want to have a crystal clear goal. And make sure that goal is, you know, not reachable easily. Okay? I'm like, oh, all right. Let me bump it up, a couple hundred, you know, maybe a couple 500 up there, and that's gonna be my, you know, reason why. So, I mean, a lot of you guys, I understand, a lot of you guys are actually struggling. Some of you guys are struggling. Some of you guys are making a little money. I mean, we are here to help you, literally. We're here to support you. We're here to lift you up. I know it's not easy. We understand some people get frustrated, but as we move along, now I'm back from Haiti trip. We're going to be doing more Q&As, live Q&As. I'm going to be giving out more golden nuggets. We're going to upload more training in the back office, etc. So, yeah, I mean, I literally love it. I like it.
I want to show you guys something here real quick. Can you see? Some of you guys are on here and you're like, you know, what is this? I mean, you know, you know, a lot of you guys want to get the, you know, the information about, you know, how do you get traffic and stuff like that. I want to show you guys something here real quick. So if you are and guys on the panel, let me know if you guys can see this or not.
Yes.
You guys see this? Okay, cool. So this is the back office of the Big Idea Mastermind. I just want to give you guys a preview here, okay? So if you want, if you guys are listening to this and you're like, man, I want to get, you know, High Traffic Academy, whatever, this is not, that's not, you know, don't worry about it, okay? High Traffic Academy is a high price product. Here's what you can do, okay? Here's what you know, if you guys are on here, if you're not members of Big Idea Mastermind, this is a members area of Big Idea Mastermind. You can actually get started for as low as $25 by getting, you know, getting positioned through with Empower Network through Big Idea Mastermind. The link is right below this video on this page, right? But here, Check it out. Even if you get started for 25 bucks with us, right? You get, see, not only do we teach you internet marketing stuff, which is, the same stuff what I'm preaching is, listen, 80% mindset, 20% marketing is what you focus on in your business. Yeah? But take a look at this. Internet marketing, fast start, yeah? So you get trainings. You can actually get started for 25 bucks tonight, okay? And you get trainings like, for 25 bucks, in addition to what you have with Empower Network, you will have Internet Marketing 101, the 6-figure blueprint, full edition, the traffic generation fast start. So you can actually get started with this kind of stuff right away and list building, okay? So the essential things that you need, and of course there's different levels with Big Idea Mastermind. If you go to silver, gold, platinum, diamond. So for example, if you go to diamond level, you are getting some really, really, really amazing stuff here. And by the way, you guys can get all this information when you click on the link below this video and decide to get started. But here's the bottom line. Okay, here's the bottom line. When it comes to traffic generation and high traffic academy stuff, it's all over here. It's all in a diamond level membership. Okay, so if you guys want to be there, one of the things I want to show you here in what we do before I bring our next panelist on the line, which is Aki, is this thing right here, 30 Days to 10K program. We're actually working on this to where every single day, okay, every single day when you guys come here, right, you know exactly what you need to do that particular day, right, that particular day, and I'm telling you what you need to do, what you need to focus on, and not only, to give you theory, I'm actually giving you specifics, what you need to do that particular day. And the goal here with this program is to get you to $10,000 in income within 30 days. Now, is this a guarantee? Heck no, okay? But that's exactly what I would do if I had to start over from scratch again, right? I'm actually basically walking you through and showing you exactly what I would do on a daily basis, okay, to get me from zero to making $10,000 per month in income using this system right over here, okay? And we have the business center to where you get your own, you get your, I'm not going to show you the rest of the stuff because it's private, links and stuff like that, but you get your own custom built marketing system, the entire system around Empower Network. And let me tell you something, this stuff is powerful. Let me turn off the screen here. What I wanted to, if you're not a member of Big Idea Mastermind yet, you want to get started with us, you want to get in, lock arms with us, hit the button below this video, get started. I will tell you, hang on for a few more minutes, I'll tell you how somebody is going to get $5,000 cash. $5,000 cash if you're interested. I will do something crazy just because I like to do crazy stuff sometimes. So we'll see where this is going to go. Cool. Aki, my brother, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, man. I want you to, just like with everybody else, what's your, what's some of the things that has helped you break through in your business? What are some things that you would, I mean, you're at the level where you are making money right now, and you got started when you were not making money. How did that happen? How did you go from not making money to making really, really good money right now? And you can talk about, your success level and stuff like that if you want. But I'm interested, what are some of the things that helped you break through to the next level in your business? And obviously you're on the upward spiral, so your income is growing like crazy right now.
Yeah, but there's nothing to share anymore. Like, you guys already cover all of them basically. But I was hold on the four principle. I mean, I'm still if my age on the internet marketing is I'm still a baby. I started 7 months ago. So I'm pretty young on the internet marketing. On October 2012, I still remember this. I watched some 19 years old Asian kid, from Canada. I think his name is Peng John. He's work for John Chow. So I was watching him on YouTube. There's how this 19 years old kid can make $20,000 in 1 month. So it was unbelievable. So I was watching him and everything. So it's kind of cool. There's that time I start to looking around on the internet, see what's going on and everything. So I start buying my first product they call Bring the Fresh or something like that. Is for $300 some. You know, they tell you to blogging and everything. I was like, I have no idea how to blogging. I don't even know how to set up a domain, you know, how to buy a domain. So I mean, like, I was like, okay. So I was like, stay up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just start. I'm like just trying to figure something out and everything. Finally, I got my very first blogs up on the net. So I was so proud, you know. I was jumping around to my wife, say, "Look, I'm like, I set up my own blog and everything." I was like, "Woohoo!" You know, it's kind of it's. So I mean, like, after that, I got stuck. Who's gonna see my blog? You know, I don't have the traffic and everything. So I started looking around on the internet again, and I came across High Traffic Academy. So I mean, like, it was like the first video come in, the second video, the third video. I say, okay, just come on already. I just want to join now. You know, I want the traffic now. So after that, like, okay, like, I joined High Traffic Academy, and then by the time on December, I think 20th, right? When you I mean, like, you bring up the idea to High Traffic Academy members. So I mean, like, I don't even watch your webinar. I just go I mean, like, go right away to Empower Network to join. So I mean, like, I don't even know what you're talking about on that webinar. I don't know what Empower is. I just like, okay, I trust this dude, you know, he make good money. So I mean, like, I'm gonna trust him. I mean, I just gonna put my heart and soul on him. Just trust him. So I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty young on the internet business. So I mean, like, I own like offline business too, but like, I'm like, on the internet business, it's like I'm only 7 months old, you know, like, and I make like crazy money now from I mean, like, from BIM. So I mean, like, this always for principle. I always like hang on to it. You know, my mom always taught me. So one is a thought, okay, my thought, and then the second is action. Is the third is gratitude, and the fourth is willpower. Okay, I mean, like, some like Vic and Paul, Polo, and then Stephen, like, always, you know, like you guys already said, it's like, we need to start setting goal. You know, clear image, picture. That's like, what is your goal? I mean, but some people, they just a dreamer. They just setting up the clear goal, the clear mental picture, what they want, but they don't want to take action. That's the second principle. You know, like, people always like just dreaming. That's what I call as dreamer and a success people. People like the dreamer, they just dream. They don't want to take action. You know, like, they dream to win Powerball or something like that, but they don't want to get their butt off, go to the gas station, buy the ticket. So I mean, like, they're just watching and dreaming. So basically, you know, like, if you have thought, you need to take action. Like now, you know, I mean, like, probably most of you guys is not a Big Idea Mastermind member yet. Like, now you guys like see all the panels here. It's like Vic, Paulo, Stephen, Paul, Miles, and Mark, and myself is like making crazy money. You guys start thinking, you know, like, what your life's gonna look like. But if you're not taking action, like, you still gonna be where you at right now, struggling. You know, like, try to come up with money to pay the next bill, something like that. So that's the second step, you know, second principle. I always hang on to it. There's like the take action. You know, don't think. You know, don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about next week, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen next week. So that's the second action. And then, like, the third principle is the gratitude. Okay, some people, here's the funny thing. Okay, some people, when they get small result, they not celebrate, like Vic said. You know, they're not celebrating. Like, they don't have the joy. They don't have the happiness. Like, they cut off the wires with the universe or God. You know, because they're not thankful. They're not grateful. My first opt-in, I still remember, is October 17th. That's my first opt-in. You can, I mean, like, if you meet my wife someday, you can ask her. There's like, I was jumping around like a little kid, got a piece of candy. Like, holy moly, I got my first opt-in. It was like, you know, like, I was jumping around, singing around, like, and then, like, it's, I know it's just an opt-in, you know, but that's basically like 50% my work it's done to go get the sales. They already on my funnel. So I mean, like, I was this my first opt-in is October 17th. I was like so blessed. I was like, I feel with joy and everything. So I mean, like, my advice is, no matter what, you know, no matter how small it is, celebrate, guys. And then, like, treat yourself. If you make, like, for example, you make first sale, celebrate yourself. Like, for example, buy McDonald's or something. Buy, just celebrate, you know, celebrate. That's mean, like, you thankful, you grateful. That's like, so you're not cut off your wires, you know, with the with the universe or with God, you know. Like, there's like, the more you're grateful, the more you're thankful, the more abundance you're gonna get. So I mean, like, it was like, you know, like Vick said, is 80% is in your mind, it's 20% is the marketing thing. So I mean, so that's the third principle. The fourth principle is like, the willpower, you know. Don't use willpower to other people, use your willpower to yourself, you know. Even you know that is this good for some people, but like, you never know is those people willing to take your advice and everything. Use your willpower to yourself. That's like, you know, like, for example, you have negative thought, you know, negative thinking, you know, use your willpower to delete this negative thing. So I mean, like, start putting positive stuff, start putting positive stuff. If you get discouraged because like Vick said, most people is like more focused on sales. I want to get sales, I want to get sales, but that's wrong. It's just wrong, you know. Like, you know, my offline business, you know, like, I have restaurant, you know, I was like, you know, like, I want customer, but like, you know, I'm not putting in my money, you know. It's just like there's no way like I can make money, all my money with my restaurant. So anyway, so yeah, there's always four principle I always hold, you know. Like, my mentor is like my mom, you know. She never giving up on me. I always give up, you know. Like, I mean, like, when I was 19 years old, I came to the state, you know. I have nobody. I only have my suitcase and my brother. Okay, I don't know anybody. I barely speak English. I only, you know, every time I went to McDonald's, I wait for somebody else. If that food look good, I talk to the waitress. I say, I want same that one, same. So I mean, like, I'm barely speak English. Okay, so on 2004, I was like, you know, like, own my first restaurant. I was 23 years old, 24 years old on the state, you know. And I had partner at the time, and then my partner screwed me over, you know. They took all my money and everything, you know. I lost about $50,000 or $60,000. So I mean, like, that time I hit rock bottom. I almost like giving up, you know. Like, and my mom keep calling me this, don't give up, just keep going, don't give up. There's most people, you know, like most people, like, the same thing, like, on the internet business thing, you know. Most people is like giving up so easy. For example, they try one traffic source, and they don't get any result, they give up, and then they move to something else. And then on this and they don't get any result from it, and then move something else. So they're never good at it. They never see the result, because like, before they only try one or twice, and then they give up. And they try one or twice, they give up. So I mean, like, there's like never give up, you know. Like I think it's Bruce Lee, like, say this, like, practice one kick 1,000 times. Don't practice 1,000 kick just one time. You're never gonna good at it. So I always hold on that, you know. Like, so if you try something, you know, just keep going, keep pushing yourself. Never give up. So I mean, like, yep, like, and then like on 2000, you know, that's why, like I said, like, never give up, you know. Like, on 2007, I'm facing with deportation. My first son is only 1 month old. I'm facing deportation. Like, I said, how I'm gonna do this, you know. my son is just like 1 month old. So I mean, like I was like, it's not only rock bottom. I mean, like I'm on the very very bottom, you know. But there again, my mom calling me. There's like, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. I mean, like until now, you know, until now I have my little empire. I mean, like my empire is not as big as Vick, you know, but like I still have like little like small empire that's for me, you know, like for me, my wife, and my two child. So I mean, like I'm very grateful that I came across Vick. Seriously, that's hands down. You know, I was so grateful. You know, so. So what else you want me to talk, Vick? I mean, like you already cover everything, you know. So
You're good, dude. You're good. Aki, how long have you been with Big Idea Mastermind? Just curious, man. I don't really know.
Since the beginning, December 20th, like when you have webinar, that's like you
Okay.
announce that's like what you're gonna do. You know, I don't even watch your webinar. I'm like
Okay.
when you give us the link, I just go join right away. So
Cool, man. So let me ask you, how did you make any money before that?
nope, not at all, not at all.
And so since December, just wondering, man. I know you're doing good right now, but how much have you made since December?
I mean, like I mean, like since this December, you know, like before we launch and everything, I make like few sales, you know, like basic sales and everything. I mean, like it's okay because like I mean, like BIM not even up yet, you know, it's pretty cool. But like the cool thing is on uh after Miami, I have a partner, you know, like he's is on the Big Idea Mastermind too. I mean, like you know, so I mean, like I have a partner that I told him, you know, just watch. I say in Chicago, I'll be on the stage, and then I'm going to be like I'm going to talk with Vick on the same place, you know, like basically I think now right now like I talk to you on the same place, you know, like on Google Hangout. So I mean that's my goal on Miami. I think a week after Miami, I make my first $9,000 in one day.
One day, nine
That's
thousand. No.
$9,000 in one day. I think a week or 10 days. And then after that, I make a couple of small sales, you know, like 25 right here, 25 right there, and then $1,000. And then last month, I make my first $13,000 a day. So I mean, like it's kind of you know like is keep building up, building up, building up, building up. Especially now with the BIMs or the app and everything, I just can't wait. What you can, I mean, like what you're gonna have inside the Big Idea Mastermind. There's like I think like for me like without Big Idea Mastermind, like with just your vision and everything, you know, I mean like I just excuse my friends, I said just holy crap, you know, it just like so. I mean, thank you though.
Yeah, awesome, man. That's congratulations to you, man. And the reason I ask that question is to prove a point that you know what we've been talking about, and one of the things I'm going to tell you guys in a few minutes here, when it comes to marketing, like so what I'm hearing from Aki, like the biggest thing, man, what I got from you was gratitude, right?
Yeah.
Being
Yes.
grateful, and that stuff
Yeah,
is
being
like,
grateful.
man, you don't. What does it have to do with business? Yeah, but at the same time, it's got everything to do with business.
Yes.
Yeah, and
That's
so
correct.
I know that this stuff that we're talking about, it goes above somebody's head right now as we talk about it, right? But one of the things I'm going to give you guys is a strategy you can implement in your business right away after tonight's webinar. Something that you can actually do in your business. If you guys are, if you're not a member of Big Idea Mastermind, you guys want to be a part of this. Again, this proves the point of differentiating, making yourself a little bit different from the rest of the marketplace out there and what you're doing. Right? Is positioning yourself, you know, for success really. So I want to bring out Mr. Miles. Mr. Miles, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Vick.
Hey man, I love your stuff. What does it say on your T-shirt there? Gut muscle or something?
Yeah, it does.
Cool, man. Yeah, I've seen your video in the gym. Cool stuff, bro. Miles, what's your deal, man? How long ago did you start? And I know that you were making little money or even no money. What is that thing that was a big breakthrough for you that allowed you to create the lifestyle that you want?
Wow, Vic, I just want to tell you, first of all, I'm pumped to be here with all of these fantastic guys. And I just want to say one thing before I even get started. I was just checking the chats real quick, the people that are watching, and someone mentioned that, oh, is this like an all boys club? And no, it's not. I just want to let the people know out there that there's a lot of women also in Big Other Mastermind, and I can tell you, I got some women on my team that are going to absolutely kill it and be superstars. So I wanted to just get that out there and let the women know that, women actually rule, because I always tell my wife, like, whenever I'm at the gym or anything, I'd much rather work out with a woman versus a guy because they train that much harder. So just had to get that out. But wow, man, where should I start? There's just so much to say, Vic, and a lot of the guys have already said it, but so much has changed in my life. It's just unbelievable. And some people hear me talk, and I heard somebody, Vic, a little while ago. This person said something to me, and it was kind of derogatory, but I've kept it, and I like to use it positively because it resonates with me. And in fact, there was a guy that was thinking of becoming part of Big Other Mastermind, and he said, Miles, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could get into the internet marketing thing. I don't know if I could be a rah-rah like you. And what I told him was, I'm not a rah-rah at all. In fact, my wife can testify to this. I'm a very quiet guy, and I'm a very shy guy. But since becoming part of this program, which started back in December, okay, and I actually started working the program in late February. So whatever results I have are from late February. Actually, it's been about 3 months, that I've actually been, involved with the program. But like I said, I'm not a rah-rah type of guy. It's just that I found something. I found something which, what I've been really looking for so many years, because I would say I've dabbled in internet marketing. I wasn't really doing anything. I tried a lot of different programs. In fact, I would say I was somewhat of a seminar junkie, which I know there's a lot of people out there in that situation. I mean, I dabbled in real estate. I dabbled a little bit in internet marketing, but I just couldn't seem to get over to the other side. Like, I seen some other people making money, and I knew it was possible to do, but I just didn't feel like I was one of them. I don't know what it was. Maybe I didn't believe in myself. But like I said, what I did, I dabbled, and I tried promoting a lot of products with no results. And that's when I found Vic. I was looking for a program that could teach me how to get my traffic more targeted, because so many, quote, gurus told me. They said, Miles, the problem you're having is that you're getting a lot of traffic, and you have the right products, but it's not targeted. So I said to them, well, can you teach me how to find targeted traffic? And I was told some things, but I just still wasn't getting any results, and that's when I started looking on my own. I said, there's got to be a way. There's got to be somebody out there to teach me how to drive traffic, and that's when I found Vic. And I hate to be cliché, but as they say, the rest is history. I got involved in High Traffic Academy, and it really turned things around for me. I mean, these products that I was trying to promote online and I was struggling with, I was finally able to start making some decent money. Okay, decent. And once I got involved with Big Other Mastermind, that's when it all changed around for me. For me, anyway. My mindset changed. My attitude changed. My passion to be successful at something just really changed. And I just can't say enough about the program. I mean, if I can do this, because trust me, I've tried so many programs and spent so much money, as I'm sure a lot of the other guys on the panel have also done, and I just got to the point where saying to myself, I just don't think this thing works. I mean, in fact, I didn't even believe that some of the gurus were making the money that they claimed they were making. I just couldn't believe it, whether it was a screenshot or whatever. I just couldn't believe it because I couldn't envision it. But once I actually started getting some results myself, everything changed for me, Vic. Everything changed at that point.
So what was that? What was that thing that pushed you over the edge? What was that? What would you say that was, if you had to pinpoint to one or two things that was like the biggest breakthrough for you? What would that be?
Well, one of the number one things is that I've been to, like I said, I was involved in a lot of different courses, been to a lot of seminars, and I knew a lot. Like it was almost information overload, which can be a bad thing. And some of the things that we've talked about here, I had already knew, but I never really applied them. I never really took action. Like for example, I knew that it was important to try to determine your why. I knew about that. I knew how it worked, but I never really did it. I never really focused on it until now. I mean, I know what my why is. I see it clear. I have it written down, and I read it every day. And that really helped me break through also. One of the other things is, as everybody talked about here, working on your mindset, and it was just so frustrating. I can kick myself now because I knew a lot of these things. I mean, you can't see here in my office, but I got a whole bookshelf filled with books that I would buy and not really read. But once I started reading on a daily basis and listening to positive audios, and one other thing, I grew up as a TV kid. I mean, when I was little, my parents put me in front of the TV and just kind of left me there. So I was addicted to TV. I was like a TV-aholic. And I've given up TV. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. And for me to do that, if anybody knows me, that's a major, major change for me. And just tweaking those few things, Vic, has really, really, gotten me the success that I have so far.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Mindset is the biggest thing. And see what would you do to somebody like, I'm just thinking here, man. I'm like, people hear this stuff, and yet I know that there is somebody out there that is thinking, Vic, I don't know, man. This mindset stuff is just all, guys. Here's the deal. Everything starts with you. Everything starts with you. Okay? Everything starts with you. You get better, everything in your business gets better. Now, let's move on here. I want to bring out Mark, and then I'm going to do something really, really awesome. Somebody is going to get $5,000 tonight, cash. So I'm excited about that idea. So, Mr. Mark Soto, Miles, congratulations, but thank you for the stuff that you shared, man. See, this goes back to reinforce that, hey, anybody can really do this stuff if they take the time to to do what we teach. And Big Idea Mastermind, for those of you guys who are kind of wondering, well, what exactly is Big Idea Mastermind? Well, Big Idea Mastermind is a marketing system, is a automated marketing system, as well as a training platform that's built around Empower Network. Okay, my focus, my friends, is Empower Network and Big Idea Mastermind. Well, we're really, we're focusing on Big Idea Mastermind because it's a wraparound Empower Network. Okay, but another thing before, real quick. If you're going to be scattered around, if you're going to be trying to doing multiple things, at the same time and trying to make money here, maybe you can do it. I'm not the kind of guy. Okay, my thing is you get focused on one thing, get it to work. Okay, get yourself with a group of people who are doing what you want to do, who have what you want to have. Right, and really, if you can get, like what we do with Big Idea Mastermind is we give you a system ready to go, boom, you plug it in, right? It's like giving you the fish right away. But at the same time, we're teaching you how to fish so that you can build your own empire on the internet. And my goal is we want to take 1,000 people to $5,000 per month consistently, right? And And then I want to, and then my goal is, my bigger vision is, I want to replicate myself, my friends. I want to replicate myself. So I'm looking for leaders, guys who are seeing the big picture, and people who want to lock arms with us and want to learn this thing to the level to where, hey, maybe if your goal is to make 300,000 a month, you can do it, right? If your goal is to make 30,000 a month, you can do it. If your goal is to make 10,000 a month, you can do it, my friend. You can do what you want to do. You can have what you want to have, and that's kind of the message I want you guys to get. When you align yourself with a group of people who are doing what you want to do, okay, guys, and you have the right system in place. Now, Mark.
Yes, sir.
What I love about you, man, is you're doing some ministry work.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother. I can hear you loud and clear. So tell me, why would somebody who's doing a ministry work get into online marketing? How is this thing working out for you so far?
All right. Well, Vic. In my case, me and my wife, we do ministry, right? We do outreach ministry, and we also go into the prisons and preach the life-changing gospel of Jesus Christ. So when we came across Big Idea, it just went parallel to what we wanted to do, which was help people. Okay, we actually started. I'm also I'm a baby. I'm a baby in this. Just like Oki was talking about right now, I'm a baby in it, but I'm grateful. I'm very grateful to the Lord. And I just want to talk right now from my heart to every person that's watching this right now. Okay, I don't know what kind of situation you might have. Maybe you might be a stay-at-home mom struggling, with your kids by yourself without a dad, and you guys rock. We also have an audience of busy moms, my wife and myself. We have a little super mom in Facebook. Have you seen the super mom? Anyways, if you're maybe going through financial things or like Oki, whatever it is you're going, I don't know. But I can tell you that I have been at the lowest part there that you can get to, my friend. I want to show you guys a little visual, okay? I like to call this shaming the devil, okay? I want to shame the devil today, and I want to show you and get you a visual so you can really not only hear, but you can feel what I'm talking about, my friend, because I've been to the lowest of the lowest. I actually showed this picture to Dave Sharp when we were in the Millionaires Retreat, Vic. We were at the Millionaires Retreat, and we were got an opportunity to speak to Dave Sharp and Dave Wood. Vic is talking about leadership. These three guys, they have a heart to help guys. If you're needing to jump into something and something big, to just to turn it around for you, this is it. I just gotta flat out tell you, this is it. Let me go back to what I was talking about in my picture. I hope you guys are sitting down. You guys sitting down? Look at this right here. Do you see any hope in there? Look at that. I want you to look at that very closely and tell me if you see any hope. Tell me that, whatever it is you're going through, look at that picture right there.
How long ago was it, Mark?
That was 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Wow.
This is a picture of me afterwards, coming out on television, testifying. Big difference,
Wow.
huh?
Wow.
Do I look the same? Praise the Lord, man. But I just wanna talk from my heart right now. Vic started talking about hearing, guys. Okay, he was talking about hearing when he started this hangout, and I don't know if you paid attention to what he was saying. And these are the things that we are needing. Okay, we need to listen and really hear. It can be just sound. It can just be sound, or you can start receiving, because communication is twofold. It's sending and receiving. Okay, that's why Vic was elaborating and emphasizing the importance. He said, I wrote it down. He said, if you listen, he said, if you pay attention, he said, if you hear. Okay, we need to really hear these things and really absorb them, guys, because all this panel, it's just mind blowing. It's just mind blowing, the results that are going through with Big Idea Mastermind. And I am grateful because I started with you know, zero on online marketing. Absolutely no knowledge. I am grateful because right now we're up to 18,000. You know, we're past 18,000. We're about 5,000 plus in monthly residual. I never thought I would, you know, be able to get there uh, without something like this. Amen. But pass it back to you, Vic.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Mark, you're, dude. It's amazing the transformation that you went through just 5 years ago, being the guy in that picture, and right now, look at you. I'm just curious, man. How does it feel to be able to, like, how does it feel really to be able to have what you now have and live the kind of lifestyle you now have, and $5,000 per month residual income coming in. You don't have to worry about that stuff. And
it feels good, and good is an understatement, really, Vic, because everybody has their own whys. Okay, I got three huge whys, and that's my family, that's my wife, that's my kids, supplying everything that they're gonna need, here right now and in the future. I got a ministry. I got hundreds of people that are in prison that we go to, and I get in front of 350. In fact, this Sunday I'm going, and I'm going to have two services at Garza prison, and I'm going to get in an auditorium and just preach the gospel. And when these guys line up to go out of the auditorium, Vic, and these guys just come and say, "Hey, thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing something with us." You can feel the gratitude in them, and that, my friend, right there is my fuel. That is my fuel, and I know you know what I'm talking about, Vic, because I believe that the fuel that you have also is helping all these people. Just the testimonies, of how Miles, how great Miles is doing. Oki, Paul, and Paolo and Stephen Munson, and there's a lot more. There's a lot of guys in my team that we're in contact, from Greece, from Spain. I have a young man from Spain. He just joined. He's all pumped up. I was laughing when Oke was talking because this guy, Jeff, this young man from Spain, I helped him, make his landing page, unique landing page, so he can stand out like you were talking about. And we set up his landing page to go to BIM and everything. And, he got 17 leads yesterday, and he was all happy. He was all excited about it, and that's where it's at. That's where it's at. It's about, making a difference, Vic, making a difference in lives, and I'm grateful. I can tell you that your service, my friend, what you've done, your idea that you brought out, okay, has made a difference in my life. Okay, it has made a difference in my life, in my family's life, and not only that, because this money that we're getting is also helping, also for us to keep on taking the gospel inside the prisons, keep on reaching out, and the Lord works in eternal purposes, my friend. So this is just a little glimpse of what else He's going to continue doing, okay? Because He's in eternal purposes. I am so grateful, and thank you, Jesus.
It's awesome. It's awesome, and congratulations,
Yeah.
Mark. I'm excited to have you on the team, in your building, and see what I love about you, man. Just like all of these guys on the panel, is that you have your why, you have your vision, you have your something that pulls you. And see, this is, my friend, you're watching this webinar. Man, we have been going on for about almost 3 hours here. Can you believe it? Still got how many? Over 3,000 people, over 3,300 people on the line. Incredible, guys. You're here for a reason. Okay, listen. You're here for a reason. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past experiences, failures hold you back from achieving what you want to achieve. So I'm going to give you 3 things. Okay, number 1 is you will never outperform yourself. You will never outperform your self-image. The person that you see yourself over here in your head, the person that the kind of thing that you tell yourself on a daily basis, okay? Are you gonna just be one of those people who are gonna try things and see how it goes, or are you gonna be the one who is gonna say, I'm gonna do this thing regardless of what obstacles I'm gonna run into. I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get in, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do what I need to do, what it takes to get my business and get my life to where I want it to be, because you can. Because you can. If I could do it, if these guys could do it, if thousands of other people could do it, you can. Okay, so number one, it all starts with you, my friend. Number two is you got to create yourself a compelling vision. Okay, compelling vision for your business, compelling vision for your life, compelling vision for what you want to accomplish. Why is that important? Because that vision is going to pull you when the going gets tough. And will it happen? Yes. Okay, you're going to run into obstacles. We all run into obstacles. See, but when you are, you know, when you're getting started, right, you're going to have, it's like that airplane taking off, for example, right? Consider this, airplane taking off, and maybe there is, you know, clouds, and there is, you know, little thunderstorms going on, and right, and so before it kind of breaks through the clouds, right, you know, you have that little turbulence going on sometimes, yeah, and sometimes it might be shaky, sometimes it might be bumpy, sometimes, you know, that's why you need to be buckled up, and that's why, you know, but when it gets through that turbulence zone, right, when it gets over the clouds, then all of a sudden it's sunny. All of a sudden it just floats, and you don't even feel it. And then you can walk, and then you can, you know, drink, you know, water, whatever. You can get around airplane. You don't necessarily have to be buckled up. But what I'm saying this is this: some of you guys are going through that turbulence right now. Some of you guys are, you know, your business airplane is going up. Okay, you have your destination. Hopefully you know where you want to go, right? But there's going to be some turbulence, and folks, I want to encourage you to stay focused. I want to encourage you to stay focused on your big picture. I want to encourage you to stay focused on your goal, because you will get through it. You don't know if tomorrow is going to be your breakthrough. You don't know if tonight is going to be your breakthrough, or you don't know, maybe, you know, a week from now you're going to have a breakthrough. You don't know if you're going to sponsor somebody who's going to go out there and just go crazy, and it's going to make you, you know, $100,000 per month consistently, right? Like, you know, the situation with Paul Leferenko. The guy sponsored me, right? He did not know that, you know, where this thing could lead. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you know where you want to go, you will get there. And if you focus long enough, most people fail because they simply don't focus long enough. Okay, long enough is a keyword here, my friend. Focus long enough on the thing that you want. And if others could do it, you could do it. My friend, I'm going to invite you to become a member of Big Idea Mastermind. We just reopened the doors again. Big Idea Mastermind has been closed, and we don't keep it open all the time, but right now it is open. If you're not a member of Big Idea Mastermind, here's what we're going to do. Okay, you go ahead and get in tonight. Okay, get in tonight. Actually, get in within the next 24 hours. I'm going to give you the next 24 hours. If you get in within the next 24 hours for at least minimum basic level for $25, okay, all it takes is $25 to get in with Empower Network, you know, their first product. Although I will encourage you to go to the diamond level if you can, because at the diamond level you get the whole enchilada, you get the, you know, High Traffic Academy stuff, you get the, you know, I mean, if you can't make money here, you cannot make money anywhere else. Okay, that's I'm just gonna look you straight in the eye, and I'm gonna tell you, if you can't make money with BIM, with what we give you, with the support and training and everything, with the coaching we give you here, you will not be able to make money with anything else. And I can say this with conviction, because I believe in what we do is making a difference. What we're looking for is, we're looking for leaders. We're looking for people who can share our vision, and their vision is not only to make $25 or $100 or, you know, $200, $300, $500. The vision is, we want to make a difference in this industry. We want to make a difference in this community called internet marketing. We want to make a difference, my friends. We want to create success stories. We want to create people who are earning $10,000, $50,000 per month. We want to create people who help people get to $100,000 per month, if that's what your goal is. Because you can. My friends, I cannot teach you how to make $1 million a month yet, because I'm not at that level yet. But I can teach you how to go from zero to about $400,000 per month, because that's about where I'm at right now. Okay, and now as we grow together, as we expand, and as our vision, you know, stretches together, right? We start seeing things that we didn't see before, right? So that's why, you know, I always say this, you know, with Big Idea Mastermind, it's not about just, you know, you getting in just for the sake of you getting in. We want you to lock arms with us and join forces only if you share our vision. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So if you're not a member of Big Idea Mastermind yet, okay, and you want to become a member of the Big Idea Mastermind, do that within the next 24 hours. If you're one of those people who join within the next 24 hours, we will randomly pick one person, and I'll just PayPal you $5,000. Okay, just straight up cash $5,000. And we just set it up on the rotator. We're actually going to do this live. Let's see. Today is Thursday. So in about 24 hours, we're going to do. In about 24 hours, I'm going to actually capture everything on video. Maybe we'll do a webinar for members only, and we're going to do this real time in front of everybody. And we're going to take one person, this one, random person, and you're going to receive $5,000 cash. Okay, I'm just going to do that just because I think it's going to be cool for somebody to get $5,000. Okay, so. Thing number one is starts with you. Okay, thing number two is you want to have a compelling vision, compelling goal. Thing number three is you want to surround yourself with people who are going in the direction you want to go. Okay, you want to surround yourself with people, whether it's Big Idea Mastermind. If you resonate with us, awesome. Would love to have you as a member. If you don't resonate with us, find a group of people. Find somebody who you resonate with. Find somebody who you can lock arms with, and join forces with, and model what they do. Get around them. Get around successful people, because that stuff is going to be a huge. You can't even believe how important that's going to be to your business, okay, for your long-term success. Okay, so that's thing number three. Thing number four, last one, is this: as you're doing this thing, position yourself as an expert, okay, and see how can you elevate yourself as an expert in this industry. What can you do to position yourself a little bit above the competition, a step above the competition, a step above everybody else in this industry, above other marketers. It's very, very easy to do, because everybody else, 98% of marketers, are doing exactly the same thing. Okay, you cannot tell a difference. Why would somebody want to join your business? Let's say if you're one of those 98 percenters, okay, and you're doing the exact same thing what the other guy is doing, right? And there is absolutely no difference in your marketing, in what you're doing versus what 10,000 other people are doing. Why would somebody want to join you, right? Then, if you're in this situation, you are just relying on being lucky, whether you get lucky for somebody to join you or not, because they can join somebody else. There is no difference between you and somebody else. Does that make sense? So that's why, that's why we do what we do with Big Idea Masterminds, because we raise our people, we position them, and we empower them, and we give them the tools, we give them the resources, we give them, the marketing system to help them make money, as well as teach them how to make money, for the long haul, so that they can position themselves and be, and become this expert marketer. Make sense? Okay, so so that's that. Okay, so if you are not a member of Big Idea Mastermind, if you guys resonate with us, go ahead and click the link below. Do this within the next 24 hours. I would actually recommend you do it within, the next hour. Really, if I were you, there is a reason for that. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but there is a reason for you to be get in sooner than later. Okay, but again, the time frame here is going to be 24 hours, and then we'll get you started right away. Okay, so you can actually get going as soon as tomorrow. So one last thing is this: if you guys are, maybe you're already a member of Empower Network, maybe you guys are already into something else, and you don't care about joining Big Idea Mastermind. That's cool. The purpose of this webinar is I wanted to give you guys some valuable stuff, something that you guys can hopefully take, implement in your business, implement in your life, get good results, take yourself to the next level in your business. Okay, so here's the deal: when you are marketing, okay, maybe whatever it is, whether it's Empower Network or something else, right? Create yourself a unique landing page for what you're doing. Okay, that's going to differentiate yourself just a little bit, at least, right, on the front end. So you create yourself a different wrapper on the front end, so that your thing can stand out a little bit better. Then what you do, okay, is any kind of marketing you guys do, okay. By the way, if you want to learn about traffic generation in Big Idea Mastermind, we cover all of that stuff. I mean, you get training directly from me in Big Idea Mastermind. We cover traffic, we cover conversions, list building. I mean, everything. Okay, but when you are marketing, okay, whatever traffic, let's say you run solo ads, Facebook ads, you're running banners, you're running offline, online, you're buying media. Maybe you're doing some pay per call, pay per click marketing. Maybe you're doing some newspaper advertising. Maybe you're doing some SMS broadcasting. Whatever the thing that you're doing, anytime when you send people to your website, okay, I'm gonna give you guys, this is huge. This one thing right now here is gonna be well worth your staying here for 3 hours or so, or whatever, however long we have been going on here for. And that is this: if you want to get very, very cheap traffic for the long term, for the long haul in your business, okay, here's what you focus on. You ready? You might want to write this down. There is a method called retargeting. Retargeting, okay? When it comes to traffic, not all traffic is created equal, okay? Some traffic is good traffic, quality traffic, and some traffic can be junk traffic. So you never go after the bulk traffic buys, okay? Never buy traffic in bulk, like 1 million visitors for like $20. That stuff doesn't work, okay? At the end of the day, you want to get results in your business. At the end of the day, our measuring stick is your bank account. Make sense? I mean, it is what it is, right? We can get a bunch of visitors, but if we're broke, if we're negative in our bank account, or if we're not getting the sales and conversions, traffic doesn't matter, right? So we want to get good traffic, and you focus on good traffic. We teach a lot of this stuff in the Big Idea Mastermind. And speaking of Big Idea Mastermind and traffic, if you go and position yourself as a diamond member, you actually do get High Traffic Academy full version for free. Okay, so there is another reason for you to get in with Big Idea Mastermind and position yourself. And by the way, when you do this and you get started within the next 24 hours of watching this, we will give you a free Big Idea marketing system for free. So in other words, we're not going to charge you. Usually it's $497 per month. We'll go ahead and waive that for you. But when you get traffic, okay, whether it's from solo ads or banners, whatever, okay, go to a site called retargeter.com. Okay, retargeter.com. You go to that site, you create yourself an account, and what it's going to do for you is it's going to allow you to put a little bit of a code on your landing page, the page that you promote. Okay, the page that you promote, and it's telling me that we are going over time on this Hangout, so we're going to have to chop here. I'm going to be wrapping up here in a few moments, you guys. So you go to retargeter.com, create yourself an account. It's going to give you a piece of code. You place it on your landing page that you're promoting with any of the traffic sources. Doesn't matter which one it is. Okay, it can be solo ads, can be PPV, PPC, doesn't matter. What that's going to do is, as soon as somebody clicks on your landing page and opens it up, okay, it's going to place a cookie on their site, on their computer rather, and then what it's going to do is retargeter is going to kick in, and they will follow them around with your banner ads. So in your retargeter campaign, you load up some banner ads for the thing that you're promoting, whether it's Empower Network, whether it's Big Idea Mastermind, whether it's XYZ program, your affiliate thing, your own product, doesn't matter. Okay, so you're gonna load up a banner or 2 banners or 3 banners, however many you want, right? And then the person that first visited your website, all of a sudden they'll see your banner for your product. They'll see it everywhere on the internet. I mean, they can be on weather.com, they can be on drudgereport.com, they can be on sites to where you have to literally pay $10,000 to place your banner on, right? And all of a sudden, when that person goes to those sites, they'll see your banners kind of following them around all the time. And every time, I think it's very, very cheap, guys. It's like half a cent or something like that every time that somebody clicks on your banner. I mean, it's really, really, really cheap. And so what you're doing is you're building yourself a reservoir of traffic for the long haul, and you're paying almost nothing to get those visitors back. And when that traffic comes back to you, that's the best quality traffic you will ever find when it comes to cold traffic on the internet. Okay, so a little thing, but you guys can get more information about that. Again, Big Idea Mastermind will go into a lot more details about that. But at least right now, you can take that strategy, implement it in your business, and it's going to get you guys really, really good traffic for almost nothing. I'm telling you, it's incredible what you can do. And the conversion rate, usually the conversion rate on that kind of stuff is 10 times higher than anything else you will ever do in your marketing. Cool, guys. With that being said, we need to wrap this up. Again, if you resonate with what we have been talking about here, guys, okay, this is this is the kind of stuff that is just coming. I mean, I was telling you the stuff that was, really needle moving for me in my business. The stuff that really helped me, and so I wanted to share some of those ideas. The most important thing is this. 80% personal growth, 20% business growth. Guys, that's the kind of the formula for your success. Ultimately, is, you know, you focus 20% on building your business, okay? Focus 80% on building you. 80% building you, 20% building your business. Just do that for 30 days, okay? What do? I'll tell you. If you are a member of Empower Network, listen to Inner Circle audios on a daily basis, okay? On a daily basis. You know what I started to do about 3 weeks ago? I made a commitment to listen to an audio from Inner Circle Empower Network, one of the products, on every single day. For about 3 weeks straight, I haven't missed a day to where I didn't listen to an Inner Circle audio. Every single day. My friends, your vision just expands like crazy, okay? I mean, things, it's like electricity, man. You can't explain how electricity works. You can't explain how that, you know, computer screen works. I mean, with all this technology and everything, you can't explain this kind of stuff, but it just works. And at the end of the day, I don't care how this stuff works. It just works. Does that make sense? You read good stuff, right? You read books. Like if you haven't read Psycho-Cybernetics, I suggest you read that. If you haven't read Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, you read that. If you haven't read Success Principles, okay, Success Principles, I think it's Jack Canfield, really, really good book. Read that, okay? And another one I'm going to give you is, if you guys want to get that, is called Laws of Success, okay? Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill. So those 4 books, if you guys can go ahead and get that, read that, just test it out for the next 30 days. Read for 30 minutes a day, okay? This is a 30-30-30 plan Paulo was talking about. So you read for 30 minutes a day, okay? Read one of those books I just mentioned. Then you listen to a positive auditory, right? Auditory input. You listen to a positive audio, whether it's Empower Network Inner Circle, whether it's, you know, stuff by you know, Tony Robbins, you know, Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor, this kind of the stuff that will, you know, stretch your vision, stuff that will stretch your thinking a little bit, okay? You listen to that for 30 minutes per day. So that's right there. That's like an hour a day you're gonna you know, dedicate for improving yourself personally, okay? An hour a day. Is your future worth an hour a day, okay? And the third 30 is you're gonna do this for 30 days, okay? So here's the catch though. You gotta do it for 30 days straight. Okay, if you do it for 10 days and then you stop for a day, you gotta start all over again. You gotta do it for 30 days, and here's why. Because when you do something for, well, it's about 28 days, but I say 30 just to be sure. If you do something for 30 days, okay, straight, it becomes your habit. It just automatically, it's how your brain processes stuff. It automatically becomes your habit. So those of you guys who, you know, who have to wake up at like 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I can tell you my personal example. You know, when I decided to do something for 30 days, right, I would do it for about first 27, 28 days. You do it constantly, whether you want to do it or not. You just push yourself to do it, you know, nonstop. Then it automatically becomes a habit, and then you do it on autopilot. That's why, you know, when we were young, you know, we would, you know, even simple stuff like tying your shoe, right? I mean, it's just, you know, in the beginning when children are young, I mean, they focus all their attention on how to do it, and, you know, it's not working, but they're learning, right? But then you do it so often, then it's just natural. I mean, you don't even think about it, right? Driving a car, same thing, right? I mean, when we think about the time when you were learning how to drive a car, I mean, your entire attention, maybe your hands were sweaty, maybe you were sweating when you were driving, and you were learning, right? But right now, we can drive a car, we can talk on a cell phone, we can, you know, ladies can do makeup while driving, I mean, guys can shave, I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff. We don't even think about it. How can you do that in your business? How can you get to that unconscious, you know, competence to where you don't even have to think about this stuff, and it just happens automatically? You just do stuff on a daily basis naturally, and you don't have to think about it, but just because you're doing that kind of stuff, right, it is, you know, it's taking your business and it's taking everything you do to the next level. That's why there's a saying that, you know, we can say something about somebody, you know, people say, well, anything he or she touches turns to gold, right? How is that happening? How can you develop yourself to that level? Let me tell you, you do this stuff for 30 days, guys, something is going to click inside of you. Something is going to click in your mind. And you know, you do this long enough, you will get to the point to where you will believe, deep down inside of you, in your heart of hearts, you will believe without a shadow of a doubt that there is not one thing that you cannot do that you want to do. Does that make sense? You will get that certainty, you will get that conviction, you will get that belief, you will get that self-confidence developed that you can pretty much do anything you can set your mind to. You can pretty much do anything you can set your mind to. If your goal is to earn $20,000 per month, there's going to be no doubt in your mind that you know whether you're going to get there or not. You're going to get there, okay? But the thing that differentiates, that makes a difference, big gap between people who are making it versus people who are just talking about it, okay? And some of you guys on this hangout tonight, you know, you listen to this stuff and you go, well, that stuff is not important. That stuff is for somebody else, but it's not for me. I'm telling you guys right now, you are missing the point. Okay, you are missing out. So the difference between somebody who is making it versus somebody who is struggling, and these two guys can be doing the same thing, right? Is because one guy has conditioned his mind for automatic success and one guy did not. Does that make sense? So think about this. How can you do this? And you do this by association, you do this by reading, you do this by listening. And you do this, just test it out for the next 30 days. The next 30 days. 30 days. If you can't do something for 30 days, just do something for one day at a time for 30 days straight. Okay? Then, you know, if you're somebody who, you know, you think 30 days is way too much, just focus on one day at a time. Today, and just do it today. Tomorrow when you wake up, boom, just do it today. It only takes an hour a day, guys. An hour a day. Is your future worth it? Okay? If your future is worth, you know, working, just taking an hour a day out of your schedule, and I don't care if you work, you know, 15 hours a day, you can take an hour a day. Anybody can take an hour a day and do this kind of stuff. I promise you, your business will change. I promise you, you will be making more money. I promise you, you will never be the same person again if you stick to this plan for 30 days and just test it out for yourself. Okay? Can you guys do this? Let me know in the comments, guys, if this stuff is making sense. Let me know what you think about this, what you thought about this hangout so far, if you guys like this idea. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Again, if you do want to position yourself with Big Idea Mastermind, get on our team, surround yourself with what we're doing, and share our vision. And lock arms with us and do something major in this industry. We haven't even got started, guys. Some of the things we have coming up, some of the things we have been working on in the background behind the scenes, some things that you guys will see being, you know, launched here from Big Idea Mastermind as well as Empower Network is going to absolutely blow your mind. Right now, this is pretty much a ground floor opportunity. Okay, a ground floor opportunity that has been proven, number one. Okay, number two, it's working for not only for myself and for our leaders, it's working for literally thousands of people. I think we have, like, I don't know, we just crossed 7,000 members with Big Idea Mastermind. Guys, our goal is we want to help you succeed. Okay, my goal is I want you to take your business to the level that is just going to be head spinning for most people, for most marketers. But it's going to be your reality. I want you to picture yourself, how would your life be different if you could wake up in the morning and you don't have to worry about stuff at all? If you don't have to worry, see, if we can help you, you know, resolve, and we can help you with this financial stuff, right? If I can help you get to $5,000 per month, like Mark Soto, if I can help you get to, you know, $20,000 or $30,000 per month, like Paulo Barroso, right? If I can help you eliminate this financial struggle, if I can help you eliminate worry about finances on a daily basis, if you don't have to worry about, you know, how do you pay your mortgage next month, how do you pay your car payment next month, where do you get money, if you can wake up in the morning and you can have more money deposited in your bank account on a daily basis than what you can spend that day, guys, that's financial independence. And I'm here to tell you that regardless of your situation, regardless of where you're coming from, regardless of what you're going through in life right now, my friend, you can do this. Okay, you can do this. I want you to start believing in yourself. I want you to tell yourself that this is possible. Okay, don't listen to anybody, and I mean anybody, who's going to tell you otherwise. Guys, don't listen to anybody who's going to try to tell you that what you're doing is not, you know, is not going to be, it's not a good idea. Don't let anybody derail you from your dream. Don't let anybody steer you in a direction you don't want to go. Okay, if somebody's trying to pull you down, if somebody is trying to kind of, you know, be a tricky and kind of, you know, pretend like they're trying to help you, but at the same time they're trying to distract you from what your real goal is, guys, run away. Okay, eliminate negativity in your life. Just eliminate it. Not only in your business, eliminate any sort of negativity in your life, period. Okay, that has to do with your, you know, relatives, with your, you know, husband, wife, kids. If you live in an environment that's negative, well, in that case, you need to have more positive stuff going into your mind than negative stuff is going into you. Make sense? So whichever side is gonna dominate, that's exactly what the reality is gonna be like for you. Okay, guys on the panel, can you guys still hear me? Because my video just disappeared, and I'm not sure if I'm still on the air or not. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, cool, awesome.
Yes, coming through good.
Awesome. So guys, again, that's gonna be my last thing is remove any sort of negativity from your life. Period. Okay. Lock arms with somebody you wanna, that you resonate with in your heart of hearts. You have that connection. You have that, and when you come across somebody that you resonate with, you will know. You'll have that fuzzy, cozy feeling inside, and you just know that this is the right thing to do. Okay. And so go ahead and launch into something that you guys want to be a part of, and go and just run with it. Okay, just run with it. No looking back. Don't focus on anything else. Don't let any other marketing, the next best thing, the next shiny object derail you. Okay, just focus for 30 to 90 days. Just laser focus 30 to 90 days, and you will notice how things will start shifting in your business. You will notice how things will start shifting in your life, and you will notice how incredibly easy and actually simple this marketing thing is. I mean, it's really not complicated, but people are not willing to do what's necessary. People only want to do what's convenient. Okay? Like when I was working on my business, in the beginning, my mentor said, Vic, you got to read. You got to read, right? And what I would do is I would wake up 30 minutes earlier, 30 minutes before everybody else woke up, and I would just read. Okay? Guys, if your goal is worth going after, it's worth doing the things that's necessary to get you there. Okay? So I just want to let you guys know that I'm here to help you, show you the way, to show you the blueprint and say, okay, go this direction. Okay? Here's a roadmap. Go follow it. And let's get you to the top. Guys, I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. God bless you guys, and we'll see you guys around. Bye-bye. Thanks, you guys. Thank you guys on the panel here. You guys did an awesome job. Paul, I know this is like morning time for you, man. I appreciate you guys.
Welcome. I'd like to welcome each and every single person on the line to the Monday night Empower Hour